The holidays are approaching.
Feliz Navidad.
That's right, Fair Lease. Fairlease.org is the website. The holidays are approaching. And with the holidays here, if you go lease yourself a vehicle from Fair Lease between now and the end of the year, Christmas, we'll supply you with a large magnetized bow.
Big red bow. How cool would that be to walk out into your driveway and be able to present?
It'd be even cooler because they'll just deliver it to your house.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go get it at a dealership. There is no dealership. It's right there online. Fairlease.org. Click request a quote, then select the Dumb Zone where it says, how did you hear about us? They're affiliated with the credit union of Texas. I've looked into that, Dan, and it means you're going to get a better rate. It's a community bank.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to get a better rate. There's less of a middleman element involved here. And again, you get the convenience and the fairness at fairlease.org.
All right, hello, friends. Happy Thursday. I forgot. Yesterday was Business Wednesday. Brought to us by Sean Kernan, 360 Wealth Management. I actually talked to Sean.
Did you? About finance?
He's my guy. I'm actually transferring stuff over from Merrill to Sean Kernan. Yeah, he's my financial advisor, and he could be yours, too.
I had shrimp with him on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. We all did.
Yeah. Christmas party.
Yeah.
You should film something with your financial advisor where he looks real sad. I like those commercials. The guy from Big Bank who you're leaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they look real shady.
Okay.
T. Rowe Waterhouse Price.
Yeah, you want some Sean Kernan in your life. Good dude. He'll eat shrimp with you. A lot coming up on today's program, like picks with the Sirois. We're a big bounce back for your favorite guest game picker, folks. We have some shoddy audio. Shotty-o. We have a college football coach firing that Jake is really into. And it all starts, how about this? Have we ever done this? A Brandon Aubrey appearance right at the beginning of a show? Like he's here.
You talking about kicking things off?
Whoa. We have chosen to defer. So we're going to kick off with Brandon Aubrey. Brought to you by
Brandon Aubrey Show.
Community Mechanical. That's our HVAC company. That is Brandon Aubrey's HVAC company. It could be your HVAC company.
At communitydfw.com.
Brandon Aubrey Show.
Here he is, ladies.
Hey, guys.
The sit-ins love
Think
it.
we gave up on the mustache?
Yeah. This is a moment I was not looking forward to. I was hoping you wouldn't even notice, but I was informed it was no longer November. It was kind of a Cowboys winning streak thing.
He's blaming you.
I'm not blaming him.
He is blaming Brandon Aubrey.
I'm blaming my wife, but yeah, I'm sorry.
I can see that. Jen would not be happy with a mustache for me.
Yeah, you could just do bits though, and the entire country would be talking about it if if he just decided to do facial hair bits.
Yeah. I just want them to talk about my leg.
There you go.
In my ball breaking.
That's a thing.
They were doing it the other night.
This guy's
so
too focused.
3 field goals over 55 yards. They say the first player to do that in a game. The 63-yard field goal. And what you don't want to happen is happening. Like it was Al Michaels. And they were just like, oh, here he is, 63. Well, this is no problem. And then it wasn't any problem, but like I know you don't like the fact that like people are diminishing it. Like, this is not a big deal. It's not. It still is a big deal, I think, if you're banging 60-yarders.
I do, especially at the point in the game when they sent me out for it. Middle of the third quarter, chasing points. We're down, I think 14 or 10. I don't remember what the exact score was, but we're down by multiple scores. Missing that field goal definitely sets the other team up to score. So having the confidence to send me out there is massive, and very appreciative of the coaching staff for giving me that faith.
Okay, I always kind of thought you tried to block that all out. You're not thinking as if the score and how big of a...
This is post-game review.
Okay.
For me.
So in the moment, you're just walking out there like you're a little robot.
Which is why I don't know exactly the deficit. I don't know exactly what the deficit is. If I was super emotionally invested in the game, I would have known exactly what the score was at that point in time. Because it would have been seared into my brain. So not being able to think about that stuff then kind of does negatively impact the memory of the game as well. Because I used to, in soccer, I could tell you every score line, how it happened as the game was progressing, key plays, key moments, even like way back to my high school. But for football, I have no idea what's going on in the game until I watch it back in the broadcast, which is kind of sad because you don't get to enjoy it as a fan like I used to, sitting there watching football. And now you're playing a game on Sunday, so you're going, especially when you have a night game, you're preparing all day, and you don't get to see the games that are going on. And then you play your game, and you get home, there's no football on because you played the night game. So I don't get to watch football on our primetime games, unless we're playing like Thursday and you get all Sunday. But yeah, not getting to watch games is sad.
So you said you watch it on the broadcast, like you actually watch Al? And
yeah, I'll watch the broadcast back, especially in a game where I've got a lot of action. Maybe if I have one field goal and we lose, not watching that back. But if I have one field goal and we win, or the Lions game where I'm on the field constantly, I'll watch those back.
Yeah, if there's a tackle.
Or you make a badass
also,
tackle.
I feel like there's probably a good chance.
I don't know about badass. I just kind of
It was badass.
got to the spot he wanted to run to, and I figured he'd go out of bounds. But I thought in the moment he put his head and shoulder down and tried to run me over, but I guess he's just tripping and falling over. So I put my shoulder to match and got in the way and just tried my hardest not to fall over.
Yeah, you just kind of kept walking. I think that's the move. It's like the opposite of what I do when I just fall. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
It's like that just happened. We're going to act like it didn't. And you just kind of kept walking to your spot over on the sideline.
I don't want to celebrate a play where
you're down.
Kickoff or outside the 40.
Yeah.
Kind of just got gashed. Feels out of place to celebrate that. And nobody wants the kicker making the tackle. I've been told a million times not to make the tackle. They've got me. And to this point, this is my first career tackle. I'm year 3, so they've been fantastic. But yeah, after I made the tackle, then everyone was like, "Thank you, but we're not letting you do that again."
Okay, so they're like a quarterback sliding. They're like,
yes,
do not. Yeah, okay.
So I did watch you walk back to the bench, and I made a little note of every teammate that came and gave you a high five or a fist bump for the tackle. And they're all, moved up my list of favorite Cowboys. But did I see CD walk over to you? Does he?
Yeah, he's a big rah-rah guy, especially after kickoff. We just kicked a long field goal. He'll come and find me and tap me on the butt or tap me on the helmet and say thanks. But yeah, he's a big team guy. He's great like that. He'll celebrate everyone's high moments, especially because we're on defense, so he's got time to do whatever he wants. Maybe not on offense when he's got to line up for the next play, but yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I understood Malik Davis and Turpin, but I just thought your $40 million receiver coming up to you after you making that tackle, that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is good that you do watch a little bit of the rest of the league, or at least it's good for me because as to Dan's point of it kind of being a given, it's not. Like, I forget that guys line up for 58-yard field goals and their fan bases are very nervous and the announcers are very nervous. And, yeah, it is. It's just I don't know. Did you expect there to be more guys who could hit at your distance this year? Like, are you expecting every year, or where's the trajectory?
The guys coming out of college will definitely, the younger legs will definitely be able to do it. But I think most kickers that make it to the NFL can do it. It's just whether they go out for their first one of their career and they make it, then the coach is like, okay, we can send this guy out. If you miss it, then they're like, and then you start to, I imagine, lose your confidence, and you're not. You watch the coach punt from a 58-yard field goal, one drive, and then you need it from 58, and then you might miss it, and then after that, like they're punting for sure from there, unless it's a must-have situation, and then you're putting a lot of pressure on that kicker. It just, you make your first one, you build the confidence, and then you keep making them. It just it's not a momentum thing, more of a confidence thing, but it's similar to momentum there.
Interesting.
I thought the K balls were changing everything, and then you told us early in the season like it's not that big of a deal. And
yeah, it's not a big deal for our team for sure. Our field goal rate distance has not changed. Our make percentage hasn't changed. Our guys have done a great job breaking in the balls all year, and they did my whole career. So I think the balls haven't changed at all. It's just nice to be able to have nice balls out at practice for us. When we're indoors, we'll use the game balls to practice. We're outdoors, we try and keep them as nice as possible. So we'll use some old practice balls or old game balls. But yeah, it hasn't changed. Maybe for some teams, like I said, where their EQ staff didn't do a great job breaking them down on game day, they have a little bit more say in what the balls look like. Some guys might take them themselves and breaking them themselves before practices. So yeah, there might be some teams that made a big difference too, but for us, I'd be happy to go back to the other way until our EQ guy retires that does it for us. If he retires, then I might have to take it over myself.
So we were doing the game stream, so we're watching the game too. I mean, obviously we probably watch every game, but so since you watched the game, we were wondering about this while watching while doing the stream high atop my garage, where when they put a graphic of you, the picture of you, and then there's it says Brandon Aubrey at the bottom and some stats and stuff, and then a little picture of you, but it starts with your head like this, and then you lift it up. When do you do that?
That's media day.
Early before the season?
Yeah, before week 1, but after training camp, we kind of cut down to the 53-man roster, then bring the practice squad guys back. Then we'll go through a media day. There's usually 8 stations, and some guys will go through 3, like headshot, that little head thing, and just, I don't know what you call that station, short camera clips or short video clips. They'll have some like media questions, like quick hitters. You'll do like the Sunday Night Football, introducing yourself, that sort of stuff. So there's like 8 stations. Some guys go through all of them. Some guys go through a handful.
What do you say for? I guess you would never be in that spot, but
for what?
The starters.
Yeah. What do you say? What would you say? Did you say Notre Dame?
Yeah, I say Notre Dame. I'm proud of it. I mean, I didn't play football there, but that's not what they're asking. They're just asking me went to school.
Very true.
They're not even a playoff team.
And since that's where you went to school, I'm just wondering if you had any thoughts on the firing of Big Blue's head coach yesterday.
I actually just saw the headline on the TV as I was walking into this room. No idea what actually happened, but I saw arrested shortly after firing. So you guys are gonna have to fill me in on that one.
Yeah, I think we're kind of awaiting word from the police, but it's definitely confirmed. He was having a situation. The Sharon Moore, the head coach of Michigan, he had a relationship with a staffer, a Michigan football staffer, which is not.
You can't get arrested for that.
No,
it depends how old.
After he found out that the AD was meeting with the team without him, he went over to an apartment which appears to be hers and engaged in some level of threats or violence that resulted in a manhunt, and he was then arrested like an hour later and handed over to the authorities and fired, obviously.
Yeah, sounds like swift justice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that came up because
Go Irish.
You were talking about having to identify yourself.
Well, TC, our buddy TC is a huge Notre Dame fan. He's been laughing all morning.
I want to keep talking about it, but as we were talking about that picture, I just want to know why do they make you start looking down? What is the point of that? What if you just looked forward and they started with that? Like, do they just need to show that it's a graph, like it's not a still picture?
Yeah.
So, hey, look down.
No, I think it's like some level of like blue steel, like Zoolander. It just looks cool to be like.
Yeah.
There's something
to it. I
don't
ask questions. I just jump through the hoops.
I wanted to play a video of you pregame, Brandon, because I brought this up. I don't remember where. I think it was New York. But in pregame, they don't care about your warm-ups, and you had to kick over people holding a flag, and you also had to kick in the dark. And so I don't think people quite understood. So here you are kicking a 45-yard field goal over the people waving the flag, and it just looks hilarious that you're just kicking in the dark by yourself.
Yeah. They have more going on their field in pregame than we do.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is it like opera?
Yeah. It was a show, man. I don't know what they had going on.
There was probably like 20 yards of usable space on the field during their pregame introductions. So luckily 20 yards were for me a 45 to 60-yard field goal. And I just hopped right in there. I was probably like 6 yards away from the people in front of me. They looked terrified.
Yeah.
Some of them got their phones out. But I mean, you got to think, you got 6'6" guys jumping full stretch at 8 yards trying to block the field goal, and they don't usually get very close. It's like 6 yards. The 5'8" guys not getting hit in the head with that.
I know,
but
I
really shake it.
I just put myself on the tee box, and if you put any sort of water 10 feet in front of me, I know to hit it over it. But then in my head, I top it.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
at the same time,
I would assume I would drill somebody.
We have always marveled at how crazy it is that people just go stand that close to someone hitting a golf ball. But they're not gonna hit you.
Oh man.
But it's hard to get your head around. But
have you guys seen Caitlin Clark hitting through the gallery or the galley, whatever it's called?
No,
I think she hit somebody at a pro-am, but it's on them you never stand that close in a pro-am. Got guys like me going out there to hit.
Yeah, the
so you
stories
expect me to be good at golf, but it's a lot of faith.
The stories have a funny TJ Oshie story where he drilled some guy.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
said, "Hey, you good?" And then just hit his next shot.
What are you supposed to do? You know.
Brandon was also a part of my pregame quest to get a picture with Peter. And I overheard you say
Herb Street's dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, new dog.
Yeah. Did you say Trent had a funny story with Peter?
He just walked up while he was waiting on me and Banger to be ready for field goal operations and gave him a pet and slobbered all over his hand. So he had to get it dry before snapping for us. So it took a couple extra seconds, but
yeah. Why not?
He loves dogs.
Dog on the field.
Dog. Yeah.
You did not interact with this dog?
No. By the time I was done with my warm up, I mean, I wouldn't have gone out of my way if he was like sneaking up behind me. I would have pet him, but the dog was off the field. Blake was walking across the field on his quest to go get the picture, and I stopped and talked to Blake for a second. Might have caused him the delay that lost the picture opportunity there.
It's all good. The dog was busy. I'd rather talk to you.
How much do you guys think the dog handler makes a year? Because there's someone that just takes care of the dog, right?
There are two people.
Yeah, I know that in like big cities, I think that is a full-time job.
Do they make, right now, this person, because he works for Herb Street, does he make more than Brandon Aubrey?
Not a chance.
Are you sure?
Does he? Yes, dude. You're not.
Current Brandon Aubrey.
I'm very aware that Brandon is
gotten
on the low end of NFL players and is more our friend.
Herb
than...
Street makes like $30 million a year.
No, he doesn't.
Well, doesn't he make 10 for the Amazon and 10 for
he
ESPN?
Might
That's
make,
20.
I'm sorry you're having to listen to this, Brandon.
All right.
Susan Lightning.
He makes a lot of money, dude. Like he's probably in the 8 to 12 range, but still, I mean, without getting into another man's money, paying somebody over $500,000 to take care of just Peter, I don't think so, man.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe if it was a cat handler, it would be a significantly harder job.
Yeah, 10 for Amazon, 8 for ESPN.
Yeah, I guess it would.
They're both
see a
paying
lot of
him
guys-
that much? Dan, that's closer than I thought to what Dan said then.
18 million.
I thought
He makes more for Amazon than he does ESPN.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Because that's more than any of like Troy or any
Does
of those
that change
guys
your
make.
mind?
No, but it's more than I thought, but no. He's not paying somebody $500,000 to
I like Brandon's
carry the
idea
dog
of
around.
bringing a cat to every game. If that was your idea.
You have no idea what's going to happen with a cat on the field.
Yeah. No leash.
I'd like to add that to just overtime. Just kind of spice things up.
The cat you win automatically like a golden snitch.
What'd you end up doing in Detroit? Nothing? We kind of talked to you early in the day.
Cool.
Gosh, I did nothing. I just sat in my room and played chess on my phone, which is depressing, but it was snowing outside. And also got a game, got to conserve energy.
Chess phone guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm just getting into it. We got a weekly chess matchup with our special teams coordinator. I'm currently down 11-7, so I'm still alive, just like our playoff hopes. I'm still alive. Can win 4 in a row and tie them up. So that's what I'm trying to do now.
We haven't really asked you about your special teams coordinator this year at all? Like, we all know Bones from years and years, and I remember Nick Sorensen as a player. But I don't think you knew him at all before this. So what's his? We know who Schotty is. What's Sorensen's vibe?
Sorensen is a lot more serious than Bones. You can see it in his presentation of meetings and the way he speaks. He's a fantastic coordinator. He knows everything he needs to know and communicates well. He watches all the film of every week and figures out a great game plan for us and puts it out there, and just expects his players to go and play football. If something changes on a play that you're not expecting, he's not going to yell at you for not sticking to your assignment. If you just go follow your instincts and make a football play, which I think is massive. Because as a soccer player, anytime you feel like you have an assignment to do, you have a job to do, and then you want to stick to that, but you see something on the game where if I do what I'm supposed to, it's going to go worse than if I do something else. You don't want to get yelled at for doing something you're not supposed to do and making a good play, or it doesn't work out because it's your instincts, and then get hollered at for not doing that. So he does a good job of walking that line, which is tough, of wanting players to play free and use their instincts, and also giving assignments that make sense based on the game plan and what the other team is good at. But yeah, he's fantastic. He's got less responsibilities than Bones during practice, because Bones would run the practice. He'd be the one on the mic calling what period we're doing. It's kind of like almost like a assistant head coach. Yeah. And so we spend a lot more time with Sorensen. He comes inside with us, and we'll watch our sets for punt and kickoff and field goal on our own, which Bones never really got an opportunity to do. So, we're really enjoying having him here.
Did you get to watch your tackle like in front of the whole team with everybody watching it, or just the special teams guys?
Yeah, mixed review. Well, not the whole team, special teams, but at that point in time, we had all 4 phases and field goal and field goal block in. So just about everyone except for the quarterbacks and the wide receivers that are not playing any special teams. So yeah, I got to see it in front of them. Everyone cheered and hollered and like, ooh, that sort of thing. But the message was, we had 2 major issues on this play that sprung this guy free, and luckily Brand was there to clean it up, but we don't want to see this ever again, so let's get it cleaned up on our end and make sure he doesn't have to do that again.
Do you guys I gotta imagine, because don't some head coaches work in like funny stuff or motivational videos, or
you talk about a mojo moment?
I'm just wondering what Schotty, it feels like Schotty's made for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it seems like there's memes.
It'll pop up probably in our like game review video that pump up for the next week on Saturday, where we show all the big plays from the previous game, trying to like build up energy for the game. Or maybe in the feeder does a game management segment every week on Fridays that'll kind of show what's going around in the league. Sometimes he puts in cool plays from our game. So there's still a couple opportunities for it to pop up in front of the full team.
Okay, that's fun. I didn't know you guys did that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Phillip Rivers is coming back?
I did. It's like, for me, why do you keep quarterbacks on the roster all year in preparation for an injury and then not use them? Obviously, they have their reasons, but odd one for me. I feel like I know they're kind of in a weird situation where they were really hot and now they're really cold and they need a couple of wins to get into the playoffs. So maybe in desperation mode making that move, but I think you just give your guys on the roster that have been there all year a shot first.
What are your guys' thoughts as far as your mode? Kind of, I don't know if it's backs against the wall, but you got to win everything, right?
Yeah, it doesnn't change. It's just find a way to win a game, and then look around after, and just keep going. If we're knocked out of it, we're knocked out of it, but we're going to do our best to win football games because that's what we're paid to do.
Should I triple play the Cowboys this week?
You're not allowed to pick the Cowboys ever again.
Oh, yeah. Bad news, but
banned.
Oh, man. I deserve that.
I do want to apologize to you, Brandon, because there are some groups on the plane that pay for the ultimate Cowboys experience, and they get to go to a road game and what have you. And I was walking back to my seat. There's Brandon. I always want to give him a fist bump, say, good job, good seeing you. He asked me about Peter. But I think, Brandon, that unlocked the door for the people behind me to then talk to you. So you got I overheard a lot of small talk, and I just wanted to apologize because I heard a lot of, hey, great kick, 63, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. It's harmless. They're just passing by and want to say a few words. So it's all good. And it's worth it to get to talk to Blake.
Boy, isn't that true?
That's a good place to end.
All right, man. Well, good times. Enjoy Turpentine.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
See you, bud.
All right.
Later.
There he goes. Brandon Aubrey. Brought to us by Community Mechanical. I didn't bring this up to him because it's like, hey, Boban, you know how funny you are?
Yeah.
But the update on Brandon Aubrey and how many fantasy points he has this season, more than Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley, Ashton Genty, and Drake London. He would rank as the 22nd best quarterback in points, the 12th best running back, the 7th best wide receiver, and the 2nd best tight end if he was in any of those other position groups. That's an incredible
it's a bit of a yay boo.
Amazing stat.
And it might be because I don't really understand the finer points of fantasy, but do you get more for longer ones?
Yeah.
Do you get more for higher leverage ones?
No.
Okay.
Just 6 for 60, 5 for 50.
And that's fine.
Yeah, if he's nailing 55-yarders,
it's awesome.
You're going to get a lot of points. Like he had 22 points last week in my league.
And certainly better if it's weighted on distance, but it's also kind of tough because I'm a huge fan of the team he kicks for, and I wish a lot of those would have been touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the curse of having Brandon Aubrey, right?
And I
said.
don't honestly. You said that the other day. I don't really think that's a big problem. It can. I could see how it could be. If been a kicker or a pitcher in different sports.
But if you were their kicker and they're going for a 58-yarder, they're like, you know what? We better go for this.
Well, of course, yeah. But I'm just saying, I think Schotty's bit of kicking is more because he's shoddy than Brandon Aubrey. And there may be some in the middle there where it leans more kick, but I don't know. It's great.
You mentioned Phillip Rivers. Oh, actually, let's just promote a Trident. We were at our Christmas party the other night. It was a lot of the advertisers were there.
It was at a golf course, and that golf course, their garage door busted.
Oh, no.
Just
it did?
a complete mess, yes.
I couldn't tell.
Well, I guess they had no answers then.
No. It was actually because Jeremy at Trident Access Services was there. He was just able to take care of things right away.
Those guys are great, man.
Been to my house.
Been to my house. In fact, he was yelling at me.
In a just world, that's a drop in an hour.
He's like the only...
Been to my house.
15 minutes. Damn.
What is it called? Just the maintenance checkup? Or
Well, the little tune-up?
The tune-up. He said, we've been out to everybody's house except Jake's for a tune-up. So the ball is in your court right now to call Trident Access Services or go online. Jake, mention that you heard about him on the Dumb Zone. And then you can get the fall tune-up special. And it's great because they actually found some pretty significant problems that my old garage door company had created. Put new stuff in there, remounted it, put the new bearings in and whatnot, rollers.
Ooh, yeah.
And in
Cables.
fact, Jeremy was telling me that day, he goes, one of your sit-ins at the den contacted me and remarked about how,
right, baby's
quiet,
bottom in there.
How silent the garage door is.
Yeah.
It's great.
I went in there to study the other day.
Yeah,
just opening it and closing it.
And, if you need to sneak in and out,
sure.
Who knows? I'm not going to judge you and your lifestyle unless you don't contact Trident.
TXTrident.com, 817-512-1212.
You mentioned Phillip Rivers, and the two biggest notes coming out about Phillip Rivers joining the Colts right now one is, hey, is this the first grandpa ever to play? And that's been answered pretty quickly with people saying, yeah, Brett Favre was actually a grandpa, which totally checks out. And Phillip Rivers is a grandpa too, but he's got 50 kids as well. The other note is that his Hall of Fame eligibility, the second he signs to an active roster, is reset to 5 years after he retires, because he is one of 26 semifinalists for this year's Hall of Fame class, because it's been 5 years. So that will reset. And what's very weird to me about this note is that who in the hell is sitting around talking about Phillip Rivers is going to make the Hall of Fame? Are you kidding?
Yeah, I mean, my first thought when I heard that was that exact same thing. As Romo, AFC Romo.
He's West Coast Romo, yeah.
So I don't know that I ever thought of him as a definite, but he did play a lot longer than Romo. And is there something and he was still good. He was like okay anyways. I mean, I don't have it in front of me. My guess is he played another 4 or 5 years beyond Romo.
Wasn't he not good when he went to the Colts?
He wasn't horrible.
They made the playoffs.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a good team.
Well, F me.
But still, dude, I mean, what's he been doing for 5 years? Like, I know he throws the ball to high school kids.
They went 11-5 his last year in Indy.
Well, then definitely F me. I guess.
I mean, he didn't have a great year, to your point. He had a QBR of 55, which is basically just mid, 24 touchdowns, 11 picks. He had an okay year. But he did win 11 games. But it was also 2020, dude. Like, what are we talking about? What's his he's going to play 60 snaps of offense? He could die. Like, do you think he's working out a lot? Like watching his sugar intake for inflammation and recovery? Like, I know he's not getting tackled, but you still have to. I don't know, man. I see this as being a something all of America tunes in for.
They're playing the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
What's the spread?
It was 13.5 this morning or last night.
Mm-hmm.
And the Seahawks defense has been obliterating people.
And he's starting?
Well, I mean, they haven't said, but everybody's saying, like,
There's no way.
If he's healthy, he's going to play. Like, they have no time to waste. Why do it if you're not going to do it right away? Their playoff hopes are dwindling.
I'm kind of with Brandon, though. So you have these other quarterbacks in the, ripping. You're saying that, what's his name?
There's Brett Rippon. There's Riley Leonard. Many other name generator whites.
But guys who have been with them,
yeah,
doing stuff with them all year long. And
well, I wasn't going to say this to Brandon and get bogged down, but that's not really the same thing. They have a salary cap. They can only pay guys so much. So they may not think either one of those guys are worth a shit to try to win a game. They just help them run practice.
Mm-hmm.
They're in meetings. They run, they're on a roster.
And is Phillip Rivers joining them for the NFL minimum?
I don't know. I assume.
I don't know his money.
Yeah. But that's the part I'm confused by, is that he's the better option. I wouldn't be surprised if they called, like, who's a good example? I can't even think. Alex Smith. Cam Newton's another good one. Yeah.
He's in the news.
Although he's been out of the league
What's
for a
he
while
in the news
too.
for?
Well, he inserted himself in the situation because he said he's 6 years younger than Phillip Rivers and didn't get a call from the Colts.
Oh, so he's in the news because he put himself in the news.
Correct. It's Cam Newton.
Sod sent us this.
Better or worse idea than Jeff Saturday as your coach?
Boy,
Was Jeff Saturday his coach?
Phillip Rivers
That's a great question.
actually
No.
played quarterback. Saturday was never a coach.
Was Jeff Saturday his coach? No. Jeff Saturday was like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Phillip Rivers was 2020.
Oh, that's right. His only Indy year, he was 11-5.
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday certainly wasn't.
And Jeff Saturday was a mid-season.
and he won his first game.
And he was on ESPN like the week before, and I don't know. I believe in recovery and like AA and everything, but it's pretty clear that for a long time the Colts were run by like a drug addict.
Uh-huh.
And it sort of flows through everything that they do. just weird stuff, like weird family stuff. Here's a little bit of audio. I swear I'm up.
You are up.
Okay, well then I'm killing.
What if you just yell about it?
While we wait, Romo played or started 127
That's
games,
up.
Rivers 240. So he played twice
Yeah.
as many games.
I think this thing came unplugged. Maybe we'll deal with this later. Underneath the desk. Almost double as many games. But really not much more playoff success, right?
No.
Yeah, what has he done in the playoffs at all? Let's see.
Yeah.
Any wins?
Yeah, you had to have a couple, I'm sure.
Any AFC championship games?
Doubtful.
Let's see here.
So what do you guys want to hop into next? Do you want to keep going? Do you want to do Sharon Moore and football stuff? Do you want to do viewer mail? Do you want me to try to fix my audio?
One championship game. Yeah, if it's just unplugged, then
Yeah, we'll call it sports.
plug it back in.
Because I have some stuff too.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Let's see here. We'll make sports brought to us by Flooring Direct DFW. That is our flooring company. Schedule yourself a free in-home visit where they bring the store to you. Did you know
The holidays are approaching.
the holidays are approaching? They're kind of here. So get your house ready for all the parties and the family visiting and all that kind of stuff with Flooring Direct DFW. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. That's the one you got to go to.
That's key. Maybe you're opening your house up for holiday swinging, you know? You want to make sure that everything looks nice. The floors are taken care of. People will comment on that.
Yeah, you're going to be laying on that floor.
That's right. Don't you want it nice? Don't you want it installed with pad?
Absolutely.
Don't you want to get great financing on it? Well, act now and get 40% off select installed flooring.
What?
In stock carpet starting at just $1.99. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. Hit up Rick Renner at
He's a
972-449-9456
sales guy.
and tell him I got a big swinger party. I need new floors. Yeah, my thing just came undone over here, so
We're pro Flooring
it's
Direct.
my fault. We'll fix it later.
Dan Ratliff, good dude.
Yeah,
You
I
can trust them guys. So your thing doesn't work?
It's okay.
That's what she said. Okay, let me give you. Okay, I'll give you play-by-play on Blake is now under Jake's desk, which we've seen before. How do you think he got the job? And attempting to fix the audio. Do you want me to start with some sports?
We could just see if this works.
Okay.
I don't know. Really, we need to troubleshoot it either way, so let's see.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you waiting right now? Right this second? Yes.
Okay, we're asking Phillip Rivers what he weighs right now. And Blake has saved the day, folks.
Wait, what are you waiting right now? Right this second? Yes. I'm not sure, man.
Oh my!
That's
That
how it
is-
sounded?
Yes, and that's like on a good mic, too.
And then he takes the mic in his hand. And he starts walking around like, "Where are you from?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Flicks a little cigarette
Oh.
butt.
Reporter, huh?"
People these days.
Play that again?
I'm not sure, man.
Jesus!
I want to answer your question a little better on playing late, Greg, and not what it was when I walked up to the but then I'll follow that up with, I ain't never ran away from anybody anyway.
Holy shit!
Dude, I'm telling
He's
you,
destroying.
people are not
Funniest
going to
quarterback
get
in the
enough of
NFL.
this. Dude, Flacco opened. and
Flacco's
now,
out.
Now Phillip Rivers is
You're
here.
old news,
Out
dude.
marching around like Dane Cook.
We got a new old quarterback
going
that we
9
think is
for
really interesting.
50 or something. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, especially if they get their head kicked in. I mean, it'd be great to see how this shakes out either way.
I wish Jerry didn't set up Romo with that CBS job. I would have liked to see him go somewhere else and keep playing. I know you say his back was broke, but he was at that level, where he's seeing the field differently. And,
Sure, but I think the difference, yes.
but if he could have gone somewhere that really protected him.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning, whatever, but I don't. The Jerry smooth transition, golden parachute in the broadcast world definitely helped. But I think it was also helped by Romo not really wanting to do it anymore.
You think?
Like, Dak seems like the type they'll have to, drag off the field. Phillip Rivers kind of had a little bit of that, too. I just feel like Romo was he was never really that hard of a worker. He was, but I don't know. It didn't seem like he was
he did not
ready
have
to fight for it.
Tom Brady level dedication to his craft.
No. So I don't know that ever was going to be an option for him.
So this Troy Aikman thing went kind of viral, where he had a comment, and I'm going to go beyond the clip a little bit, but he doesn't like NIL. He was on the Richard Deitch podcast.
I'm going to go ahead and enter my second, maybe third decade of not exactly knowing how to say his last name.
I think you spell it Overratted, but it's hard to pronounce.
He smells his own farts.
He does. He's why Hillary lost.
Bingo.
All right. Anyway, Aikman on NIL.
Ready to tell you how great the WNBA is. Like,
I gave money to a kid. I won't mention who. I've done it one time at UCLA. Never met the young man. He was there a year. He left after the year. I wrote a sizable check, and he went to another school. I didn't even get so much as a thank you note, so it's one of those deals to where I'm done with NIL. I mean, I want to see UCLA be successful, but I'm done with
it. Yeah, that's funny.
Feel like that's old man?
Well, I feel like it's
someone holds the door
sensible,
open, you should say thank you.
But it's also old man. Yeah. You kind of know the rules of the game you're getting into here, right?
So from the LA Times, they report that the player in question didn't know who funded his particular NIL deal.
That was going to be the first thing I said, is that it's not like Troy made the check out to Nico or whoever. You just write it to a general fund.
It says here he knew that it was coming from the team's collective called Men of Westwood. It was standard practice for players not to know which donors or alumni contributed NIL funds that were distributed to the team. Aikman did receive thanks from the Men of Westwood leadership, Coach Chip Kelly, and the athletic director, according to the person familiar with this situation.
Okay, well, none of those matter.
So,
to me, if Troy's beef is that he feels that somebody who knows that he made that possible should say thanks to him, then he should have that beef.
Well, and then I guess the player also transferred the next year.
Now, on that part, that's called the way it is.
Okay, so he was asking about he got into that because he was asked by Richard Deitch about the Lane Kiffin situation. And Troy kind of gave a pretty much hey, all things are kind of bad, but hey, if Lane Kiffin thought this was a better thing for him and a better situation, then I can't fault Lane Kiffin. Guy's got to do what's right for him. We don't know all the ins and outs of all the situation. Okay, so he's kind of like, I see where everybody's coming from. I see where, all the schools are coming from, but, Lane Kiffin, I see where he's coming from too. I'm not going to criticize Lane Kiffin.
Okay.
It's this part. Okay, let me just play you this then. This is directly preceding his talk about the NIL there.
Where I'm at with it is I think there's got to be some leadership at the very top that kind of cleans all of this up and starting with players that accept money. There's got to be some accountability and responsibility on their behalf to have to stick with a program. I gave money to a kid. I won't mention who.
And now he goes into that cut you just heard. Where I have a problem with Troy Aikman here, and I very rarely have a problem with what Troy Aikman says, is this.
And starting with players that accept money, there's got to be some accountability.
Okay. So and this is what all old men do. I put myself in there too. Generally, people will be like, well, we got to start with these goddamn kids
Yeah.
who are taking all this money, and then they just bolt the next year. We just talked about Lane Kiffin, and you just said, hey, if Lane Kiffin has his reasons, maybe it's where the quality of living in a certain place, maybe it's money, maybe it's his family, maybe it's then I got to side with Lane Kiffin. What is different about that for a kid?
Man, I'm sure that somebody much smarter than me can come up with a reason why that's totally different, but that feels like you're just invalidating your coach argument immediately the second you say that about the player.
But he is correct in that
I think they all need some accountability.
They need some kind of a leadership at the top. Okay, when you have the structure that the NFL is, they have leadership at the top. They have the whole league, and they say, okay, well, guess what? If a coach signs a contract, he also sticks it out.
Yeah.
A player signs a contract, he sticks it out. If you want to keep escaping your responsibility to fairly pay players, which they are still doing, you think they have collectives which are collecting money to pay players.
Right, they're skirting
They're not
the
even
responsibility.
paying. They're spending the money on their own. But if you keep wanting to overly profit, because you're going to profit no matter what, but then you're going to get this. And within the college football system, you can't complain about the players bolting because they have many reasons. It might be, are they going to get an opportunity to start? It might be because, Troy did say in there too, he thought players, if their coach leaves, they should be able to leave. Okay. Why should it be that? Whoa. Why wouldn't you say, if a coach loses 50% of his players, he could leave?
And there's so many other things. What a position coach, like whatever. I agree with you though that just focusing on the player part of it is the easy part of it. I was just gonna bring up to Troy, and maybe this is kind of like how we heard that other media companies weren't exactly real excited to get involved with us as we were fighting another one because they can all kind of use the same tools. Troy Aikman's broadcast partner was allowed to make a pretty strange move regarding his contract where he just said, I'm leaving. And they're like, okay, well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it. He was under contract. And just made a bit, nobody really talks about that because Joe Buck's a great dude.
Troy was out of contract, right?
Correct.
And got snatched up by ESPN.
Yeah. And it's not quite like, I don't think we've retconned the Eli Manning. We should talk about Eli Manning and his dad and them being like bitch ass all the time. We just let that go. That your dad just is like, I don't want my son to have to work at that job, and so I'm gonna step in here. And that's insane. Like we just let that. We let that cook. I don't know. To me, it's not that different.
You're talking about when he was getting drafted?
Yeah.
Like he demanded that San Diego is going to have to trade him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's NFL royalty, the Mannings.
So
Peyton was already kind of good. Yeah.
Of course.
You're right.
I'm just
You're
saying,
right.
like, once that's behind you, nobody brings it up. Joe Buck's a great dude. Nobody wants to be like, well, that's kind of a weird deal. But Joe Buck straight up said, I'm powerful enough to say F you to my company. I don't care that I'm under contract. So it would be weird now if Troy was like, what kind of asshole would just take one $10 million a year job for a $14 million a year job?
Well, that's
and
the
leave
thing.
everybody in their wake.
That's why I just find it funny that first thing that has to be addressed is the players.
Yeah, because that's the one he wrote a check to. That's the one he's mad about right now. And dude, like, as much as Troy probably wants to help and does care about young athletes, like his kids are probably sending him the player that left's Instagram being like, look at this. Like he's just flaunting it, just getting pissed. Like, fuck, I wrote that kid like $500,000.
Yeah, he said it was substantial. I'm interested to know what that means.
It's interesting because like I imagine that like old guys who run like large car dealerships and write big checks get pissed off when the kids leave too, but you just don't. I just assume it's part of the deal. Like they leave. They're not going to not leave because you're like, God, what will Troy Aikman think?
Yeah.
It's not going to come up.
My little Schotty.
Shiesty Schotty.
Shiesty Schotty. I didn't know that's what that was called. So on Hard Knocks, I didn't watch Hard Knocks. Did you?
No.
Ooh.
I know.
I know you love Hard Knocks.
You kind of...
I'll watch it. Probably.
Get to it, I guess.
Anyway, so a shiesty, is that what George Pickens wears?
Yes.
It's kind of like, it's not a ski mask, but it's
No.
like a ski mask, but it has just the face open.
Right.
So it covers your chin, covers your head, your neck, your ears.
It's got like a longer, too, than a ski mask. You know, it's usually going to go, like you said, your neck all the way down.
Is it a whole shirt with that?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess Schotty wore one on Hard Knocks, and he was asked about it.
This is the cool.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
And then saw that Dak gave you the shiesty to wear at practice and that Hard Knocks. Is that the first time you ever wore one?
Yeah, I didn't really like it. I couldn't breathe. Yeah, I don't know why those guys like it so much, but I thought, hey, this is the cool thing going on. Let me try it. It's kind of like the 6'7" thing a few weeks ago. I'm a hip guy, but yeah, I didn't really like it. It didn't stay on very long.
God.
Did he say he's a hip guy?
He's a hip guy.
How did we end up? We go from Jason Garrett and his love of the Rockettes to this. This guy's just a PE teacher. 6'7".
He's got some interesting things he says about Trayvon Diggs, but first he's got a couple of bingos. He is asked about Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for the Vikings.
Yeah. What I love about Brian and what he does is, like, if you look at them last year, they're a little bit different than they are this year. They're still very multiple. Look at their roster. You know, he has a affinity in a good way for veteran players. Why? Well, they know football. They're smart. They can be multiple. They can make adjustments.
We know why.
We have one more bingo as he is talking about the fact that there is 1/4 of the season left.
Before you play, when you're talking about Brian Flores, it's not really a Kim spin, but does anything come to your mind revolving a Cowboys beat writer? I can never think about Brian Flores without thinking about Clarence Hill saying that the Dolphins should have hired a minority coach.
Okay, that's a great pull. Yeah, that's a great pull. And a lot of people, yes, the story was that after he tweeted that and people were like, he's black.
The Mike McDaniel.
No, this is when they hired Brian Flores.
Oh, when they hired Brian
Flores. So
the
ironic thing here is they would later hire Mike McDaniel, who turns out is kind of black. But first they hired Brian Flores. Clarence was not aware, and a lot of people were like, hey, he's a black guy. And then later he got back to his phone and tweeted out, sorry, I lost my wallet earlier at the airport. And it's like, what does that have anything to do with?
It's an amazing story.
Like, just in a frazzled state.
After Flores left and got Mike McDaniel, he was upset.
That's why I was confused first at two, because Mike McDaniel's a confusing one. No, Brian Flores... Yes, not like a mariachi band leader, but very much a defensive coordinator. Clarence is like, I'm tired of this, the oppressive nature of the NFL.
All right.
Great pull, Blake.
Sorry. I'm sorry to
Let's
interrupt.
give him one more bingo as he's discussing the fact that it's 1/4 of the season is left.
You know, can't win the game the first quarter, second, third, and fourth. We talked a little bit about this, and we talked about heading into this fourth quarter. You know, let's look at the season in that way. And I think we were 1-2-1 in the first quarter. We were 2-3 in the second, and then now in the third quarter we're 3-1. What's that mean? It means we're playing better. It means we're playing more consistent.
Yeah,
it means we're 3-1. But Trayvon Diggs was an interesting update here. He's not saying things, but he's saying things about Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon's back, and he's practicing. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh darn it.
In terms of Trayvon, I mean, he's still in the ramp-up period. I think he does feel healthy. I know he wants to play, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, we have to do what we think is in the best interest of not just him, but also the football team. And when you miss time, the ramp-up period is good not just for your body, but for your mind and figuring out some of the defense. And there's some new faces in the huddle and things like that. So, again, love him as a player, but ultimately he's got to show us he's ready to do everything the right way.
Brian, Todd Archer with ESPN. When you say show.
So that was interesting. Love him as a player. He's got to show us he's going to do everything the right way. Todd Archer will follow up on that.
Brian, Todd Archer with ESPN. When you say show us doing everything the right way, is that beyond the
Is that in the meeting rooms and things like that as well, or
everything? Just consistency through everything. I mean, he's no different than Dak Prescott or Jake Ferguson or Kenny Clark. Just continue to do everything the right way. And I thought last week was a good first step, and hopefully this week's even better step. And if it is, then you'll see him out there.
The translation feels like they were really targeting Siobhan Ravel Thursday night, and we need bodies out here if we're going to try to.
Well, what are you translating though with why we're not using Trayvon then?
Because
he's Trayvon and he's not showing us that he's a team guy, and
correct.
He's pretty much acting like he can't wait to get to Green Bay or wherever in this offseason. Like he knows he's gone. Everybody knows that Trayvon Diggs is gone after this year. What could happen to keep him here? A furious last 4 games and a renegotiation of his contract? Otherwise, like Trayvon Diggs will not be here. He knows it. Is he already kind of half out the door?
And just not coming to meetings, not going to practice enough.
I got a concussion at home, and I came in and told you all about it right away. It's a very strange situation. Schotty didn't like that as the guy who likes old school football players. Like, hey, don't tell us you got a concussion at home. Just come play.
Sure.
I'll bet he didn't like that. I'll bet nobody on the team likes that. Like, publicly, they would say they like that because they want the best for all their players. They absolutely do not want you to come in and say,
no.
Even if you did get a concussion at home.
So I wanted to tell you about the story of Michigan, the story we were telling Brandon about. This is a wild one.
Can we make it brought to us by Game Day Men's Health?
Game Day Men's Health, ironically, will bring you this story about Michigan's football coach who might have needed a bit of a T reduction.
Really?
But if you're like me and you need a bit of a T boost, then you can do that at Game Day Men's Health, one of their 12 area locations. They sponsor the studio here. GameDay.dumbzone.com. Go and get the levels checked. That's where they kind of start. Maybe
that's free.
Right there. They do a little blood test, tell you what else they can help you with. Maybe it's peptides. Maybe you're looking to get into the injury recovery game, starting out some rehab, and you want to have that pain-free. Peptides can help with that for sure. But there's also just the how are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good about yourself? Are you able to get up and get moving and be engaged and have energy? A lot of times if you have low testosterone, those things are impossible. So Game Day can help you with that. GameDay.dumbzone.com, 12 area locations, 10% off TRT for life. You're in and out. I literally am in and out of that place in 1 minute when I go once a week.
Oh, they'll help you with the old in out, folks.
No doubt.
North Richland Hills location we're going to highlight today. Go to the North Richland Hills location and tell them you heard about it on the Dumb Zone, and they'll be like, wait, Jake Kemp? Because you're from there, right?
Yeah.
You're a legend there.
No, yeah, there's a
there's just
a poster, black and white, like of my dong in the waiting room at the North Richland Hills one.
Yeah, life size. It's the whole wall.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you, Game Day Men's Health. Did you do the GameDay.dumbzone.com? You probably said that, right?
So I've heard this. I've always said Sharon Moore, but I heard these guys on a Michigan podcast saying Sharon Moore this morning. Now I'm looking over there at these guys. But Sharon Moore was fired yesterday by the University of Michigan. He became the coach under strange circumstances. It's basically the fallout of what happened when Harbaugh left because they were under all kinds of investigations. Of course, there's the Connor Stallions thing.
Oh, yeah.
There was because Moore was hired in 2018 as a tight ends coach. 2021, he becomes co-OC and O-line coach. But 2023 was the year that Harbaugh had to sit out a few games because he had done some illegal recruiting during COVID. It was known as Burgergate. He was like buying players burgers. This is only 4 or 5 years ago, Dan.
Okay.
And you could get suspended for that.
I thought he was suspended because of the Connor. Okay.
The first time, the start of the 2023, he was suspended as part of a series of recruiting violations. This Moore served as head coach for 2 of those games, but not all 3 because he was suspended himself at the time.
For the recruiting?
Yeah. So this guy has been suspended before. Like they promoted him in 2024 to head coach, and he was under investigation at the time. He was suspended at the start of this season. 2 games, a self-imposed suspension. And as I was reading about this, I was reminded this isn't, I don't want to say it's not the worst of the Michigan allegations and situations, but Blake, did you recall they had another assistant this offseason that was under investigated and fired?
No, it's all kind of lumped together for me.
They had a guy named Matt Weiss who was on the football staff, was making almost $1 million a year, and had launched a massive hacking ring to get into the iClouds of female college athletes all over the country. Yeah. So, because what happened here is I was on Twitter.
Know about this?
I was on Twitter and somebody's like, "You think this Sharon Moore thing is bad? It's not even the most interesting scandal they've had." And they were like, "I'm not talking Connor Stallions." So then you look it up, and this article is crazy. There's an interview with some attorney in here. It says, "This is really prolific. It's not a ton of victims for someone overseas running a hacking ring or something, but in terms of a single individual not trying to financially profit, this is the most prolific example I've ever seen." She basically called him a real beater. Love of the game. I've never seen anybody do this much hacking. So that guy, he's facing legal trouble for that. And then at the same time that this...
So he was just hacking accounts of ladies?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, how come
I
haven't...
sound so okay.
No,
I'm with you. It's
feel
a
like
huge
we should have
deal.
heard about this.
Again, he'd previously worked a dozen years with the Ravens in the NFL, and yeah, he had thousands of women, and most of them college athletes, getting into their college emails. Faces years in prison, etc. But so while that's happening, Sharon Moore starts to have an affair. He's married. He starts to have an affair with a staffer. And public records show that her salary as a staffer went from 58 to 90 grand when everyone else has stayed at 58. Jobs were, she's getting promotions. And earlier this month, the athletic department got an anonymous tip that he was engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which, by the way, is not illegal. That's not an NCAA violation. Having a relationship with a student athlete is. But it's not like he didn't do anything illegal at that point. But Michigan's interested in it because it's a staffer, and he's directing funding, he's directing resources. Yesterday morning, the AD makes the decision based on his investigation, and there's a lot of rumors that he knocked her up. She wanted the abortion, and her consolation prize was a $32,000 raise and a, I don't know, small mid-sized sedan or something. I don't know. It's like a small payoff for now you got to keep this human life. And that there were stalking allegations. But through all that, the Michigan Athletic Department decides yesterday we're done. And he finds out that the AD is meeting with his staff and his team at the athletic complex. And he's not there. At some point, he takes off to an apartment complex in Ann Arbor. Police respond to a domestic dispute. The internet sleuths, unconfirmed, say that the other woman lives there. And he was kind of briefly on the run. They couldn't find him. He's running from a domestic dispute. There's rumors that he basically threatened her and threatened himself. Kill you, bitch. Kill myself. That whole bit. You ruined my life. So, I mean,
yeah, because he was getting fired like for cause, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to be paying him off.
No, he probably just lost himself, $30 to $50 million. Because, you can bounce back from the affair big time.
If they had beaten Ohio State this year,
that's not actually, it's not a bad question, but if he actually did if he did anything to the point where they were going to arrest him in Ann Arbor at a domestic dispute, you're getting fired no matter if you're undefeated.
Yeah, but he was getting fired before that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying, if it's just the side piece abortion, but they're 12-0,
yeah,
he's probably not getting fired. No. They've been okay. But maybe this is the new world of college football. The new world of college football.
We're just going to be looking for reasons.
Is that the money is so big, the coaches matter so much, or at least they are perceived to. There's so much on the line with playoff spots that while before you could just be a terribly shitty person in a small college town and be the college coach for like 2 decades. And nobody really cared what you were doing on the side as long as you were kind of okay good.
But now if Portnoy buys your quarterback and you don't beat Ohio State, you're out.
Because every one of these guys has a litany of things that if people wanted to put out there, they would look like absolute awful human beings. There are no saints there are no real. There's maybe 5% of these dudes are actual good dudes. The rest of them are fucking roughneck. There's a lot of sex going on in football staffs. It's just there's a lot of boning. It's a bunch of teed up dudes that are running around on the road. Like none of these dudes are angels.
No, it's weird that yes, we love these sports and we love watching it and stuff, and then sometimes you start looking into it and you want their lifestyles to fit into what we consider everyday normal society standards.
Your boring-ass job.
You also want them at their job to be running through walls and playing through broken bones, but act like this perfect. And I'm not endorsing, rape or whatever it is, but that's why you get crazy. That's why you talk to Charles Haley about that.
Yeah.
You think Jimmy Johnson's upset that he got a bipolar guy on his team?
No.
Could just
turn him loose.
Hopefully he's going, let's not take any meds. We're playing the Giants today. I need you being an absolute maniac, insane person. But then once you get off the field, you must bow down and
talk to this guy.
Talk
to this guy who can't run like a 12-minute mile with a recorder in front of you because he's got some questions about your performance tonight, and do that gentlemanly.
Yeah, and let him kind of be all snarky because he knows you're not allowed to hit him out here in the real world.
Say all that's to say, Sharon Moore probably went a little too far. I don't think you want to condone that action, but
this
you can't have it in your
just
in
this
your
world
building.
too. We've talked about the NIL, and if you now see an Indiana can come up, are there any more? Hey, you can just kind of coast here for 2 decades and be kind of good.
No, that's gone. That is gone.
Because now Northwestern's going to make. Wait, what if we pay a bunch of money for a coach and get good like Indiana did?
For sure. Now, the funny thing is Michigan is that this is happening to them like after Penn State was already subject to how is Penn State ever going to find a coach? It's so late.
Yeah.
And now Michigan's coach.
Well, you can always find a coach. Can you find a name that you really feel, But the name doesn't
a lot of money in that
either.
roster already.
Yeah, that's why.
It's a crazy story, though, man.
That's why you might want to Jerry Jones it. And just find a guy that nobody ever wanted to be a coach and pay him very little.
If it works out, everyone will think you're a genius. I'd like to salute you for not looking up what this woman looked like. We've been talking about this for like over 10 minutes now.
Oh, I saw it this morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Good-looking lady.
Yeah.
What do you think? The head coach of Michigan's uncovering some root?
No, but
Pulling an
sometimes,
Arnold.
you know, if you're just gonna do what's in the staff, like
housekeeper.
Yeah,
you're grabbing what's there. If you're grabbing what's there,
not even a hot housekeeper.
Yeah,
but
I'm not saying there's a bunch of roots working in college athletic programs, but they're not all 10s either, folks.
No, but this lady looked like
she'd been through.
She could be on the back of a motorcycle with who is that? Petrino.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, for sure.
Who coached at Arkansas this year.
Yeah.
Let's check her out. Where is she these days?
I think she got back together with the dude.
Like Bobby Petrino can get a job back at Arkansas. Can she just walk around Arkansas? Everything's cool? I would imagine not.
Probably not. I was thinking about that too this morning. People saying like, "Oh, this woman's life is ruined," and maybe it's just because I tried to ruin mine. But your life, you can bounce back from anything. It's really not.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, you know. Like, people are not going to remember this story unless they have a website dedicated to them remembering this sort of shit in a week. Maybe in like small town, but she'll be fine.
Let's do viewer mail. Let's tell us about Tushy. Tushy is a bidet, correct?
Yeah, it's for your beehole.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bidet that you can just attach on there. Like, these used to be things that were, you know, you'd be like, oh, they have it at a nice hotel, or they were $1,000 or something. These are just the everyday bidet.
Didn't you used to have somebody actually install it for you? You could do this.
Say somebody do it for you.
No.
That's
I'm
like
just saying.
hundreds of years ago. Royalty.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But basically, if you want to live like a medieval king today, you can do it. And yes, Dan's right. You install it yourself. Take care of the wiping. You just clean your butthole. Bacteria, it's disgusting. Everyone's walking around with just shit caked in their butt, and you don't have to do that with Tushy. For a limited time, get 10% off your first bidet order when you use the promo code DUMBZONE at checkout. You may get a second one, but you're only getting the 10% off your first bidet order at hellotushy.com. You probably can't fit this in your stocking, but you give this to somebody as a gift, they're going to, ghost tour left. A month later, they're going to come back to you and be like, I can't believe it.
Let me show you my asshole.
And you're going to
the cleanest it's ever been.
You'll be happy to see it, knowing that you contributed. And you told them about the 10% off, too, at hellotushy.com. Promo code is DUMBZONE.
12-month warranty, 30-day free return if you don't like it.
Yeah, hello,
Tushy.
I'd like to return this. Can you cake my asshole with shit again?
You're just saying that won't happen.
There's no chance. They don't have to offer a warranty because nobody's going to return it. It's a great bidet. I've had one for a really long time. I'm a fan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hotmail. Hey, Uncle Hotmail.
You're not able to make like a phone call, right? Could you send a Zoom link to somebody if I sent you a phone number? How do you want to do it?
Zoom would be better.
Okay. I'm going to shoot a Zoom link over to this number. We'll see what happens.
I'll save my gummy thought that I started last week and got interrupted. Robert says, I'm not sure if you care. I do, Robert. But I wanted to help clean up what a socialite is. Unfortunately, I know because my wife and her mother are socialites.
Oh, my.
You got the basics. Rich women who like functions.
Like the math problems? I don't want to hear about functions.
These people didn't just invent the luncheon, they redefined it. Think $1,000 a plate to eat mediocre banquet food and listen to some chick from a battered women's shelter.
God.
The umbrella of socialite includes things like Rotary Club, debutante balls, all events with the word gala in the invitation, and other luncheons with overly priced admission. It's all done behind the force field of charity, but as I'm sure you know, the budgets of many of these are suspect, to say the least. In general, at least in this part of the country, you could say being a socialite is MAGA coded. By the way, calling things coded is gay.
It is gay.
Definitely why Hillary lost.
I do it a lot. Probably going to keep doing it, but it is very gay.
That's from Robert.
It's a useful tool. Wow. That's interesting. So she just inherited being a socialite. Like, it's like the Manning family.
Yeah.
My mom
I mean, if
did
you
it.
get raised doing certain things, yeah, maybe you just slide right into that. It's probably fun, you know. You got a lot of money.
I think when I was
hang out
a
with other
kid,
people who got a lot of money.
yeah, I mean, I guess if you have no like
Kind of helps
soul,
some kids sometimes.
Well, I mean, if you're doing that,
You're
part,
helping.
yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you're a socialite doing $1,000 plate luncheon. Maybe not all the money's going to those kids, but some of it, more than if you didn't do anything.
It's a good point.
That's what you're sitting
certainly
there
the
telling
argument.
yourself. Yeah. We were gonna spend this money and eat lunch together anyway.
$1,000
But now
a
we
pop.
helped half a kid.
I think I used to think that being a debutante was like a junior prostitute. Is that not? What is a debutante?
I thought it was just a mini socialite.
It's an old word for socialite.
Oh, it's not like younger ones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but
I always
it's like-
thought like beauty pageant kind of lady.
White quinceanera, I like that. But don't
Yeah.
they like assign them to men or something? Aren't they like, hey, yo?
And like function. I read about it in the Dallas book.
We had the
Yeah,
Irving,
there you go.
yeah,
Very
we had the
popular
Irving
here.
Bells, which was a debutante ball every year with all the like hot chicks in the high schools in Irving.
But I just don't know what is that? Okay. Aristocratic upper class. All right, anywho.
I have a remote picture and a remote follow up for you, Jake.
Okay.
Throw the picture.
Hit me with the good stuff. What do we got this week? Oh, I did this one.
Oh, you did?
I think I did it when you were
Zumo?
gone. Zumo and Voodoo on one remote is great. But we were really focused on the confidence of the people at iHeartRadio to need to get an embedded
that's right.
image on
Okay,
them.
well, here's
Yeah.
the follow up. Because I believe we made fun of Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And Brian tells us that Crunchyroll is still alive and well. There's a lot of anime, manga, and related content on there.
Yeah. There's so much more going on in the world than you realize. I don't know that it justifies a remote button, but like Sarah Heppola was telling me the other night at our Christmas party that she went to the Netflix house opening.
Oh yeah, it sounded really cool.
I don't really understand it.
I want to have her in to talk about
It's
it. 'Cause
not-
she said they have like a Squid Game room and
Yeah, so it's not. I thought it was just going to be where you'd go see Netflix movies, but like with a kick-ass screen and audio setup. But she was saying, "Oh no, it's like these experiences." And one of them, she's like, "Okay, there's Stranger Things." The other one is, and she's like, "It's a pirate manga anime." I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" She says, "Yeah, that's of the same size in some way as Stranger Things, and I've never heard of it before." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's like, it's massive. It's massive, massive.
yeah.
Like, okay. I got a twofer here that's really good from Travis. We were talking the other day about the drones that were delivering drugs to a prison. They got caught. They had weed, cigarettes, crab legs, steak. Travis did a little bit of time.
And the borscht.
We've talked about prison before. He says, most of the time it's brought in by inmates because of familiarity with the guards. Whether you're an offender that gets to work outside the gates or when you get done with visitation, you're supposed to be completely stripped out. They check your mouth, they lift your nuts, spread your cheeks, and hand over all your clothes to the guard so he can check the waistband or cuffs and the clothing. But a lot of guards really aren't trying to see your butthole, so they just strip you down to your boxers. They have you shake them a little bit. If you have a buddy that works in laundry, you can get a pocket sewn into the back of your boxers. I remember smoking a toothpick joint when I was housed wherever. He said it was $7 in commissary. And being mind-fucked as I watched the first ever episode of Supernatural. Some guys would get spice sent in and smoke it every day before they went to their drug rehab classes. For how you light it, you just pop a socket with some toilet paper attached to it and light it with the flaming toilet paper.
Man, you go to great lengths.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marv has a buddy whose dad is in jail right now. He said his dad told us that inmates at his facility make their own drugs to sell and use. Eddie had told me that they had a way of making toilet liquor. He said they take a magazine, empty an entire aerosol can onto a single page, let it dry, grind it into a powder, then roll it up and smoke it.
my gosh.
I don't know if that's good for their health.
Probably not. He also said that they gamble. It's common. They don't have money. They barter for everything with commissary goods, cigs, matches, toilet paper. They gamble heavily on sports, but with a rule, bettors can't know the spread. He said, naturally, my buddy's dad called him to get the spread on Bengals Ravens. He was confident he'd win, saying these guys are dumb. They don't know sports. I know sports. He took the Ravens in the points. He lost, and so did all the other inmates he tipped off. He reported that, quote, a lot of people in here are mad at me.
Ooh, man.
My buddy told him, chill the F out. You've been in for a month. Like, let's stay away from picks entirely in jail. Let's stay away from basically anything that can get anybody upset with you.
We need to have a prison roundtable sometime.
Yeah, this guy's got a lot.
Prison listeners, I think.
What does that say about us?
Diverse experiences.
We're common men.
Believe in second chances and rehabilitation.
Like, I know I would hate prison because I hate being told what to do at all, but I also like extreme routine.
Mm-hmm.
What a conundrum.
And cum.
I love that. Love that. I have, Dear Uncle Hotmail, will there be a Dumb Zone calendar this year? I was also asked this the other night at the party.
Here's my take on the calendar.
Ooh.
I think it's great when we do it and we do the whole thing original. But I think just, to me, just selling like great pictures from throughout the year, while cool, doesn't pop the same to me. And doing it the first way takes a lot of effort this year, which is going primarily into the telethon.
Yeah. Doing a subathon. If you want to sign up for, just log on, sign up on YouTube or Patreon or Substack, and you subscribe, we will give money to the North Texas Food Bank. So, if you want people just to keep starving, don't subscribe. Don't give a gift. You know, the holidays are approaching. This would be a great time to gift a subscription. Go to the subathon tab on dumbzone.com.
Why not?
Figure out how.
You guys ready if you want him?
Oh, hey, yeah. So a listener hit me up. This is Kyle. And we were talking about maybe 2 weeks ago about a big cockfighting ring in Alvarado. And he's like, hey, I've been to a bunch of these before. And I used to go to them. So, Kyle, do you read us here? I don't know how our phone is.
Yeah, I got you. How you doing, fellas?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us today. So, when you were doing this, this used to be legal in Oklahoma?
As far as I knew it was a big deal back in the day, and I guess 95 to 2000s whenever we were going quite a bit. It didn't seem like anything was legal. They used to have like a red and blue light on the inside, and the one thing that you couldn't do, you could fight roosters and everything, but if the red light came on, it meant like cops were there and you couldn't bet.
Okay,
Other than that, everything was fine.
So it's illegal.
Well,
they aren't alerting you that cops.
You can't gamble.
You can't. Yeah.
Oh, but if the cops walked in and you're doing cockfighting,
I'm seeing here that
all right,
Kyle made me correct.
Fine, yeah.
2002.
All right,
is what I'm seeing here.
Okay.
So when you say like a light, it would be like outside of wherever this was taking place, and where would it take place? Like a warehouse? What's the arena?
It's like a big barn. I think there's one that the two casinos going through Wichita. You turn left by this big white building that says bingo on it. It's kind of faded now, probably.
Yeah.
That used to be a big one right there. That's where we used to fight all the time.
Okay, and you'd hear about this in the community. You knew it was a regular thing.
Oh yeah. We used to drive up there all the time, but the lights were on the inside. Like there's a big ring right in the middle, and then on each side of the ring connected are two smaller rings. And then there's these big lights kind of in front of everything to where the people, there's huge chalkboards and everybody writes their names down what each entry is called, and then there's these big lights right there. And as long as it was blue, everything was fine. But as soon as it turned red, you could go about your business doing everything you were doing. You just could not yell out your bets. You could not bet because there were cops around or there.
Okay, and
Other than that, if it was blue, then you could go.
And they just set you up matchups. You win. And how often does the bird die? Like, can you keep fighting?
Every time.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So,
So when you
like,
lose, your day's done.
Well, like they have a 3-cock, a 4-cock, 5-cock, 6-cock, bunch of them. But usually we did like a 4-cock, and you would bring 5 roosters, and you would weigh all 5 roosters, and then everybody weighed their roosters, and then there was like an hour or two that you got matched by the weight of the rooster. And once your name was drawn, you got like 30 minutes to go back there, and you put on your gaffs or your knives, like in a locker room type deal. And then you come out and you meet in the ring, and they do all their little warm-up type things. Like you kind of meet your rooster in the middle where they can see each other, and then
Touch
their feathers
gloves.
pop up.
Touch gloves a little bit.
Pretty much, and bring them back, and then bring them back to the line, and then it's like 10 feet in between them, maybe 12 on the first pit, and they take off towards each other, and it's awesome.
Why do they start fighting? How do they instigate them?
So, like, I don't know how to. I try to explain it like with a dog. I've never been to a dog fight. I don't know anything about it besides I assume that as younger puppies, maybe they make them aggressive towards other dogs, and then they fight, is what I assume. With chickens or roosters, it's already bred into them. So, like as little bitty stags, like a year old, they're not fighting each other. But after a year, something clicks in them, I guess, is the only way I could say it. And the roosters have to be away from each other, or they'll fight. If you put a mirror in front of a rooster, he's going to fight that mirror until it's broke up and he can't see himself anymore. Like, they're just game roosters. They're bred to fight, but like it's already in them. Like, you don't teach them how to fight or make them fight. Like, they just do it.
Honestly, if you were worried about the humanity of it, that makes me feel better about it. Like, that's what they want to do. You're letting them do what they love, kind of live fully.
Back in the day, whenever it was fixing to get outlawed, I saw a bumper sticker and something to the gist of, you're going to take my roosters, you might as well take my fishing pole, dog, hunting, all of that. And I found it funny, but I got to thinking, with like a bloodhound, it's bred to, go find things. Like, that's what its nose is. And if it doesn't do that, not that it doesn't have a purpose, but that's what it was supposed to do. With a game rooster, it's supposed to fight. It's like mini gladiators. That's what they're supposed to do.
Hell yeah. Did you ever have a favorite one?
Yeah, I had one called Sweetheart, and never pecked or anything, and he won all 4 of his fights, and then an owl got him one night.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hey, but I will tell you a story. Me and my dad went one time to one called Cripple Creek, and it was just me and him for one of the few times that we went together, and he was handling the roosters. It was just a little 3-cock. And we got our asses kicked, and it was the end of the night, and we had an extra rooster. So after the derby's over, if there's a lot of people left, you can kind of just fight your extra rooster. They'll weigh them and everything and just go in there and fight for like cash money. Well, we got our ass beaten yet too, and we're walking out, and as you're walking out of these big locker rooms, there's like piles of roosters. And there's this one rooster on top of this pile. I'm probably 12, maybe chest high, and there's this rooster up there. And he's kind of moving around, and he's not quite dead, but all the other ones are. And I told my dad, I'm going to go grab him and see if I can doctor him back. Well, on the ride home, we get him, and on the ride home, Dad started laughing. He goes, I wonder what that rooster thought after he got his ass whooped in that ring, and he woke up on a pile of roosters thinking that he just whooped everybody's ass in there. And I said, you know what, that's a pretty good idea, thinking an idea about it. So I doctored him up, and about 2 weeks later, I sold that rooster for $250.
Hell yeah! There you go. That's a success story. You're a savior.
They're right.
Well, Kyle, thank you for being our reporter in the field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you listening.
All right. Y'all have a good day, guys.
See you, man.
Later.
Awesome. Man. There's so much going on I have zero idea about. Gummy Thought from Matt Grimm. I told you we started this last week. And I want to make sure we get it in here. It's brought to us by Early Bird CBD, by the way, where earlybirdcbd.com. Use the code DUMBZONE20. You can get 20% off your order. You might want to stock up. You don't know how the laws are changing. Laws are changing out there, Mike. They got those dark chocolate bars as well for the holidays, fast approaching. And Early Bird CBD, not your grandpa's CBD, Blake. It's got THC in it. That's why it's our CBD.
Yes, that's right. It may result in you failing a drug test, but it'll also result in you being able to handle your family around the holidays.
Oh my gosh,
especially
that's
the
a great
extended family. Earlybirdcbd.com. Promo code is DUMBZONE20 if you've used a previous promo code. Use this one. DUMBZONE20 will get you 20% off. Put a smile on your face, folks, at Early Bird, and get some gummy thoughts like this one.
Says, I was watching ESPN, saw a message go across the crawl saying Michael Penix Jr. is going to have season-ending ACL surgery. Be out in 9 months. This seems short to me considering Adrian Peterson was back in 10 months 15 years ago, and we thought that was really fast. That couldn't have been 15 years ago. Was it that long ago?
Probably 09, yeah.
Damn.
We're in there.
So I started wondering how quick we can get with recovery. How much time could we realistically shave off? Once my lazy, tired, about to fall asleep feeling wore off, I had a burst of energy and I felt dialed into my evolving gummy thoughts. So I sat down at the computer, opened Excel, started creating formulas to give me the answers I was seeking. I experimented with multiple scenarios, came to the conclusion that we can improve the recovery by at least 1 day every 10 years. So I plugged this into the formula I created, concluded in 2,700 years, we would be able to repair an ACL at halftime.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you could game plan for that, you know, at halftime.
Then he says, I did the same thing with lifespan and marathon time improvement if anyone is interested. And then he sent another gummy thought the other day, said, if you apply this similar math to the length of the pads that college football players are wearing these days, they will be wearing thongs by week 7 of the 2029 season.
Oh, man. I brought this up the other day, wondering if there was a name for it, but I heard from a guy named Matthew. Said he found out about us from circling back. That was a nice touch.
Oh, that is nice.
I asked if there was a name for last names like Taylor and Smith that are jobs, and it's a pretty straightforward one, but it's occupational surnames. And there are way more than I thought or that you think.
Scott tells us it's called nominative determinism.
That would be the behavior of like if somebody calls you something that you're more likely to fulfill it, like that. I guess
the
both
word
could be
describing the thing where someone gets a job that matches their name, like Doc Medic, is called You're saying that's not it.
Well,
you're saying it's called what?
If you had nominative determinism and you ended up in a field that, then you would also then have an occupational surname, right? It's the idea that certain people will gravitate towards this or that.
Okay.
Based on their names. But yeah, I'd never heard that before, and there's a billion of them.
Like what?
Sawyer. I don't think of Sawyer as somebody who cuts logs, but I guess you should.
I didn't even know that was.
Yeah. Turner turned wood on a lathe, like making woodwork.
Okay, so these are the origin of these names.
Yeah, but my point is just like my mom actually has one, and she does the job. But there's way more than I'd considered. It's not just Baker.
Yeah. And finally, I got this one. It's entitled Almost Happy Birthday is the subject line. He keeps his name anonymous. He says, my birthday is Saturday, so I asked off work on Friday, thinking I'd have a nice pre-birthday without the wife and kids. Wednesday night, I'm lying in bed. The wife says, oh, I took off on Friday so we could just hang out all day.
Oh.
No.
And I told her, awesome. So,
yeah, but there's no way she bought that you thought it was awesome.
I don't know, man.
Ladies do like hanging out.
They live in
Yeah, they do.
a different world world. My wife apologized last night. Apologized that next week she'll be gone 3 nights in a row.
What? What's going on there? She leaving town?
What? Why is she
3
apologizing?
nights in a
You're
row?
right. Why would you apologize for the
Damn, dude.
for Christmas coming early, so to speak?
Hey now.
I said, come.
Your renewal's coming up, by the way.
Oh yeah, my porn site that I paid for on Christmas Day last year.
Forgot about that.
Break?
That's a write-off if
Yeah.
you want it to be.
It should be a write-off, man.
The Dumb Zone.
I'm bananas about our 5-star installation package with a lifetime installation warranty. Rick Renner for Flooring Direct, slowing down traffic in a yellow jacket. Hey, no Chuck in the truck with his tailgate warranty. You know when he drives away? There goes your warranty. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. We give you a lifetime installation warranty. It's transferable. Call now. We bring the store to you.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Qualis Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008. And all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
Why should people watch DeeZ TV?
It's on. It's on. It's on every night.
It'll make you feel better about yourself.
Stock tips, medical advice, what to do when your wife goes to book club,
the meaning of life,
so I can keep my job.
DeeZ TV,
weeknights at 9
on More 27.
Deep, thoughtful,
meh.
Trident Access Services, I had garage door bad. But after just one email wrote, could I call you Dad? They had a brand new door put in just a single day. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
Our main goal at Game Day Men's Health is to have each man feel his absolute best. You're not just a number. We care about each person. We want you to come in. We want you to optimize your testosterone. We want you to live your dream.
Anything?
See, the rings are a lot harder than people think. He's gonna be ripped and he doesn't have to like go through the contact of football.
Yeah, it totally makes sense, man. It's so great that you're showing me pictures of your family. This is all I ever wanted, you know? Over the years we've worked together, sometimes the work gets in the way, there's a little distance or a lot of distance, and now we're just here having chips, being friends, and enjoying each other's company, man.
Or brothers. Like it feels like we're brothers, or you're even like a father figure I never had. And actually, if you're cool with it, I'd love for you to be my grandpa.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that, man. Blake's grandpa, man. This is great. Everything's perfect
Feels
now.
right. Feels
right.
Anything? What is this? The opening ceremony, the Butt Buddy Olympics or something?
Wait, what's he doing here?
Well, my dream is to make fun of your dream. And I couldn't have imagined to be this good.
Yeah, he's got a point.
What? He's got a point. Whose side are you on? Grandpa Jake. Blake's grandpa.
That was your dream. Now we're in his dream.
Game Day Men's Health. Live your dreams. Most of them.
You're familiar with Community Mechanical? That's my HVAC company. Travis was just over my house installing something. I just let him in because, you know, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
You've met him?
Yes.
Travis Gafford?
Awesome guy. Came up and fixed our AC unit, which we were told was completely totaled and needed to be replaced, and did it real quick and real cheap, and got in and out, took care of us, and got signed up for the monthly or the
preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance, yeah.
So the other company said it's going to be like 5 figures to replace this.
Yeah, we need a completely new unit, but there was something with the compressor that was like a $1,000 part, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But the expensive part, they said, was broken and completely totaled, and you might as well do a whole new system. They came over, Community Mechanical came over and said, no, that's not the case. It's the cheap part that's just barely broken, and they came and replaced it real quick. They both start with a C. I'm not very handy.
He's so good at this.
Yeah.
Capacitor and condenser.
What else do you need to hear?
I'm good on AC. I live in Florida and have gone through like probably 4 new units throughout my time there. Yeah.
What's their phone number? Oh, 469-667-7290. You can even text them, and they'll get right back to you. Like they got back to Brandon Aubrey, who is a proud whatever of Community Mechanical.
Probably customer is a
customer,
good,
user, yeah.
Customer.
I couldn't get that word.
Subscriber.
The word customer begins with a C. All these other, I can't.
Capacitor, condenser.
There you go.
Condensate.
You know, all these places want your birthday to give you free stuff on your birthday. Space them out.
That's yeah. What are you gonna do? Eat 12 meals? The free meal? Even if they give you the whole month, that's a lot of pressure.
My birthday, May 15th to this place, June 15th. That place, July 15th. That place, August 15th. Because then I get one free thing a month.
I mean, I'm just in the dojo learning, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm just.
I'm in awe.
Yeah.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone. Don't pump it, 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 don't
puppet.
No puppet.
The puppet.
You're the puppet. No puppet. No puppet.
The puppet. puppet.
You're the puppet. No puppet.
A puppet.
No puppet.
A puppet.
You're the puppet.
The puppet. The puppet.
No puppet. No puppet.
The puppet.
You're the puppet. No puppet. No puppet.
You know, we're American. We love committees. Let's get us a committee. Well, who should be on the committee? Well, I don't know. This guy's a good guy. Let's have him on the committee. Well, I mean, there's people on the committee that don't even have remote associations with football, nor have they at any level other than being a fan. But you know what? Let's have them on a committee. Why not? And then we'll decide which 4 teams should go. Because you know why? We don't need to solve this on the field. Because we're the ones that know. And then, so, I mean, you know, if we're going to do it that way, we should just ask them at the beginning of the season, you know, just go ahead and you guys vote on it, figure out 1, 2, 3, and 4, and why even have the games? I mean, how can you call it a playoff when there's 4 teams? Conference champions don't even necessarily make the playoffs because you know why? Because the committee knew better.
Preach, brother.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
It is Mike Leach's death anniversary. That's why I chose that. And 1 week from today, we're going to be near Blake's house. At Cane Rosso in Saxe. Join us. 11:30 to question mark. Who knows? We might go all night. We might pull a Sirois and go 8 hours.
And that's when that's when vacation starts for a lot of people.
Next Thursday?
Around that time.
Next Thursday at 11:30? Vacation starts?
Around that time. Started with us.
Yeah, so join us out there at Cane Rosso. That's Blake's favorite Cane Rosso. And maybe you can drag Blake out of there.
Maybe.
Go home.
You can come to my house?
Check out Blake. Why don't you invite people to your kid's birthday party?
I
Wouldn't
will.
that be great?
Yeah.
Just like everybody.
Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, people invite you to their birthday party, and you don't return the favor.
You're
And
right.
I'm pissed. Before we do picks, let us pump up. Oh, let's just give a little Lone Star Beer love. LoneStarBeer.com. You can go to that website, and DumbZone21 is the code to get 21% off merchandise.
This little boot sweater I got on.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Look how cool that looks.
Mustache sold separately, but you can you can still look
But
baller.
it goes together. Yeah, we love us some Lone Star Beer. We love our partnership. We love the fact that they have they sent a nice shipment of Lone Star Beer up for the Den. So we're going to have a good game this Sunday night. And right on into the playoffs. Our game streams are powered by Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light. So thank you, Lone Star. Joining us now,
our Nimasai.
That's right. It is the Sirois twins and Danny Bayless. They make up a program that you can hear a couple nights a week on YouTube, Cirque du Sirois. And they join us every week to pick games.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for DeeZ Picks.
What's up, Schotty?
Yes, indeed. There they are, folks. Exactly what you would think each one of them should be doing when they're not working on their show. Danny in the studio. Mike
Grinding.
Sirois watching wrestling. And Cash Sirois working certainly on some kind of a spreadsheet, making money, doing business things. He knows what LLC means.
Sure.
I'm working on a deck.
Oh, that's a big one.
I bet he knows about quarterly taxes. I literally never knew about quarterly taxes.
Boy, when you find out though, huh?
Yeah, no, I worked for the man my whole life, and I just thought, taxes come once a year. Turns out they make you pay tax. Like, if you think taxes...
They don't really make you.
Taxes on an individual person sucks.
I don't.
You don't? You think it's great?
Yes.
Well, just the process. I'm all for paying taxes and having a society that can help run with those taxes.
Certainly,
but it's the end of the
feel-
year. They're like, all right, pay your taxes. So then you pay a certain amount, and they go, ooh, that was wrong, penalty. Wait,
Yeah.
if you knew the number, just tell me and I'll pay that.
Yeah.
Like, what if you went to dinner and you ordered a meal and then you paid, and then you might get arrested after if you didn't pay the right amount?
No, and then they're like...
That is a good point.
They're
They're
like-
asking you to do your taxes, but then they're doing them for you and telling you whether you did it wrong. It's double the work. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. There's
No,
this
I
whole,
agree with that.
Is it $1 billion industry that we would eradicate if we just said, you know what, everyone's just taxed this percent, and that's just it. That is absolutely it.
Yeah, flat
and now,
rate.
Now, I'm not so on board with that, but...
I'm
He's
just
a
saying,
libertarian. Flat rate, Dan.
well,
He
I'm
just
just saying, if
stumbled
the
into his-
government just said, well, here's your bill. How about they send you the bill at the end? You
That
know
would
what they
be
do for
nice.
property taxes? Didn't you just get one in the mail? I just got one in the mail that says, this is your bill for the property taxes. Now, you can dispute it and play games with that and all that, but at least they've just given you a bill, and you can just pay it, and then now you're done. They don't say, hey, why don't you figure out, what do you think the house went up in value?
Right.
Why don't you work on it, and then we will...
a little game show.
You think people would be pissed when they saw the 10%, 15%, 20% tip on the bill from the government?
Or maybe custom.
And our guy is like, well, we have to estimate. We're trying to estimate what your quarterly taxes will be in March. So here, pay this now. And we're like, what are you what? It's all so confusing.
It really is. It's a guessing game. And then if you turn in little special pieces of paper, they're like, you've lowered the amount. You have some receipts
How much?
here? How much?
Well, actually, it'll be just a percentage of this percentage.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? But if you work from home, you could take the percentage of the space that you work in, take your heat bill, and then take the percentage that you pay. Like, what? What are we doing?
What's up, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
Saw, dude.
Danny knows about taxes.
I did.
Mhm.
He's been a small business
Yes, I
owner.
do.
Small business owner for years. We should have asked him
You're
some
right.
stuff.
The quarterly tax was illuminating when
you
I
first-
discovered that about 15 years ago. Like, what?
Like 2 quarters later,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, wait, I was supposed to.
I thought we were profitable.
You don't have to pay them.
Maybe not.
Okay.
No, you don't. No.
Well, here's Jake for not paying taxes.
Yeah.
And here's me for the flat tax. That's a libertarian thing. I don't even know what that means. Libertarian.
Well, you're it, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
you kind of have been
I just want
early
everybody
on. The whole Ayn Rand thing.
Pay their fair share.
Yeah.
Should we?
Pretty
Can we pay
consistent,
fair
actually.
shares?
Well, I
Medicare
believe
for all.
the term fair is up for debate.
Relative.
You know?
God damn it.
Are you trying to talk to me, Danny? The bankers? The 1%? They are stealing from you?
It's pretty good. Put that on the list.
The list.
Yeah.
Don't do the voice.
Jake's impressions. Bernie Sanders.
Right above Obama.
Uh-huh.
Where do you guys stand on back-end parking?
Oh my God. Don't start.
You're anti?
If you're a back-end parker, I don't know that I have strong enough verbiage to say about how little I think of.
Agreed.
Wow.
It's funny when people criticize things they stink at.
No, I agree. And it is funny, too. It's funny because the type of people, if we wanted to continue this thread, the type of people, and I'm not saying Dan does this, who are like, I'm a big libertarian. That type of guy backs in. Because they think like I don't give a shit about anybody else, anything else.
Right.
It's just about what's happening right here with me right now and what's going to make it easiest for me.
It's
There's
situational.
one time.
That's all it is.
Did you think you're opening this box?
No, I was trying to lead to something else.
and
I
it's
didn't
been-
realize I was
it's
going to get
happened to me
attacked.
2 or 3 times in the last week.
And then I get it's not Dan,
I'll
but
make a-
everyone else.
I'll
is
make
the-
a show of it
the
too.
The biggest asshole I've ever met.
Like
but Dan's
there's
fine.
5,000 parking spots in this parking lot, but let's all stop. There's an exhibit about
This is
to
like
be
if
put
he
on.
met one Somalian, he'd be like, okay,
a
they're all right.
Navy SEAL has arrived to show us how to park his aircraft carrier of an F-150.
I will tell you this: I do it in far reaches of the parking lot where I don't want to hold up traffic.
No, I know you don't.
In general,
There's one time and one time only that it is okay to back in park, and that's if you're at a concert or something where everybody's going to be leaving at the same time, and you
no,
are
we have
going
an
to be
exception.
stuck. There's only one. This is it.
Yeah.
Other than that, you
It's-
just pull in and you just figure it out.
So
no
bad.
big deal.
well, my wife is pregnant, and I just want to be able to get out and get to
shouldn't
the
be at the
hospital
game.
quickly.
The baby's not going to die over 10 seconds.
You guys are so screwed if something goes down and y'all got to get out of there.
No, I think I'll figure it out.
I mean, the car goes backwards.
Well, I was really only asking that to lead into what do you guys think of eating dinner at 5:00?
Love it.
That sounds
How does
great.
that apply? That sounds awesome.
Okay, you guys are all on board just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's something that I get
I like
accused
eating
of.
anything all the time, always.
It's like, as you get older, you want to eat at 5:00. But I found a news story from Fox 5 Atlanta,
Ooh.
and I wanted to play it for you.
Fair and balanced.
Think 5:30 dinner time is for retirees? Well, think again. Restaurants across the U.S. say the 5 to 5:30 p.m. slot has exploded in popularity, and it's not just seniors filling tables. 53% of Gen Z and 51% of millennials now prefer early bird dinners, often booking there straight after work or squeezing in social plans before bedtime. Some restaurateurs call it the new 8 p.m. Weekend crowds are dropping, early seating is rising, and 5:30 is the hottest table in town. So what do you think? Is 5:30 the new 8 p.m. when it comes to dinner reservations? Let us know. And download Fox Local for live streaming, news, and
Drop
more.
a comment.
Love to let us know, yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to this in the next hour. I mean,
This is big restaurant. Just trying to get some new butts in the seats at a slow time.
boy, I like that take.
Interesting.
He's following the money a little bit.
Because I just when we had kids, we started going to dinner real early, and then even when the kids got older, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah,
There's no one here. I can eat earlier.
you might even catch a little happy hour special if they're in that 4:50 window. Dude, my dad is living in that 4:00 hour.
4:00,
dude, because they still got specials. You can still get like him and my stepmom will just go to bars and go to hit their happy hour. It's like half price appetizers. They love it.
Okay, I don't do it for monetary. I just do it for
chill
lifestyle.
It works out. This would fit in. They say kids are just like lamer now in general, right? They don't drink.
They don't have sex.
Bone. They don't do drugs. They
Yeah.
eat dinner at 5. Like, what's the point of being alive?
Well, I guess that's why they're also committing suicide at a higher level.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
Seems to be happening.
They're like, we're lame.
I mean, it's like they're all going to end up in rehab when they're 40.
I know. What sort of disastrous turn could this take?
Pussy.
Or sweating football game outcomes for picks.
Look at Jake.
Something more constructive.
Working us back to the product, which is
Segue.
picks. We are trying to avoid it, but we cannot because the dumb zone still trails Cirque du Sirois. The cheating team, the bad team, they wear black. We wear white. The overall record, it's 2 games. We're 2 games behind you guys. We were all... What was the Monday night game we were really into?
The one that Jalen Hurts chewed turds on.
Oh my gosh!
Quarters.
As they go to overtime, I'm like, God
Should have
damn
been.
it.
I know.
Should have been
They're gonna
5
walk
up.
this up with a touchdown. AJ Brown had that drop
Because it was a 3. Was it 3.5? Philly by 3.5.
No, it was 3.
Okay, so yeah, they're down 3 in overtime.
Yeah, so even if they win on a field goal, it's a push. But he has to throw his 4th pick.
You should see
in the
Danny's
game.
play-by-play text to me. It's so fun. Like I'm watching. God damn.
Right.
You know, like no matter what happens, he's so live and pissed.
No.
Do I have a bad connection?
I don't think
it's all good. You're back.
You do.
This doesn't affect anyone harder than it affects me, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I'm
I don't know,
stressed over this.
I don't know,
am
man.
Stressed over this.
This is all I care about in my whole life.
Like, we talk about the show sort of all the time, right? You know, it's a living, breathing document. But last week, regular call in the morning to Dan, and he's like, "Do you want to call Blake?" I'm like, "Why?" Like the whole show's pretty much planned. We got viewer mail, we got picks. Brandon's today. He's like, "I don't know, just talk show." And we're like, "Call Blake," and he's like, "I just thought we'd kind of kick around our triple plays." I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing? We're fucked. Just flip a coin. There's no winner. There's no planning our way into this. Like, it is what it is." We talked it out for half an hour and had no answer, and then we all missed our triples.
I hit mine.
I kind of hit mine too.
Oh no, it was just me last week.
Blake's a rising star, man.
Out of
I
the
have a
dumps.
question.
Yes, you with the hand up.
When is the last week of this?
That's what we've been
That's a
talking
good
about off
question.
the air. Because we used to do it like until 1 week after we came back in the New Year's, and we might do that again. But we had also taken bye weeks back when we did it on the radio, and we haven't taken a bye week. So there is one scenario that if we make it 2 more weeks plus 9 games, we'll have 169 games picked.
Oh, that's good.
That might be the way we go, but we're just trying to get the most number of, I guess by the end of the season, because you can't really do anything into the playoffs, right? Like
We
we
can go
can't.
through week 17, right?
Can we have a week with wild card and natty or college playoffs? We're just trying to have more picks. We like content and do it longer. So
We do too.
yeah. So we'll have this settled by next week's picks. How about that?
I don't believe you, but I like your effort.
You guys noticed that the season started to extend a little bit as we started to lose the lead.
Well, we were never ending it early before.
Oh, he's like, before it's like 150 is a clean number. One of these refs.
We were never ending it before. That's silly. Anyway, the
You guys know
individual
about spring training
standings.
baseball.
The individual standings as far as wins this year, we have Jake with 73. Mike Sirois with an 8-2 week is on your heels now. He has 72 wins. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this, Jake Kemp?
I don't feel. I mean,
Just the
whatever.
fact that-
Like he's. I always knew that we were the 2 top dogs. Like it's known.
Yeah.
It's like asking me, like asking Luca after the game, like, were you surprised Shea was their best? No. Don't ask me about Steven Adams.
Yeah.
It's the 2 of us
This is
leading our
Hagler
squads.
and Hearn.
Yeah.
Okay, you're Luca.
Well, I mean, whatever. It's
I'm Luca.
The point is, I know who I've got to take on here.
Well, these guys are the 2 top dogs because 1 game separates them. Then we go 9 games down, and we get to Blake. 64 wins.
Wait, who's Luca?
Danny 63. Cash 62.
I want to tell that story.
And then can I be AD? Who am I in this scenario?
Well, we're trying to trade you, so yes.
Because I am 4 games below Cash at 58 now. Little
Derek
bounce,
Lively.
little
And
bounce
you're
back
broken.
week though. Little bounce back week,
Heck yeah.
which really was helped. I mean, the whole thing was fading Cash's triple play,
Yeah.
which
that
is
hurt.
which is in my playbook, which is a possibility for today's picks as well.
Cash triple played a team that's in Denton.
That doesn't have a
That
head
city.
coach.
Everybody
Right.
makes mistakes.
They
I
had
made a
scored like 80 a game, right, throughout the year.
Yeah, they scored a lot, except when they needed to.
Well, what are you
That's how
gonna?
this goes.
You gonna go into Tulane?
Hey, Mikey, do you remember that one time when we were at the Freak and we were trying to like determine some roles on what our show was, and like you kind of brought it in and out of breaks and handled a lot of the bulk of the content and all that. And like, yeah, I mean, I'm probably like Luca and Mike Reiner, the guy that brought the proverbial bag every day to that show, goes, I'm Luca. Oh, okay, yeah, you're Luca.
We're like, all right, here's the ball.
Yeah.
It's like one dribble
off his foot. Boing.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's kind of surprising that somebody said that.
I certainly was not trying to say that I am Luca in that joking scenario there.
That's what you said.
I feel like the tape will show that you said I'm Luca.
Yeah.
The good news is mine is on tape, not in a meeting. That is that's different, but to each their own.
All right, so we have to pick the Cowboy game. Let's take a look at that spread.
Nowhere for Richie Sirois to hide this weekend, is there? These are bright lights, buddy. There's no Coastal Carolina Baptist, Methodist, Southern. It's off the board,
I'm on
Chief.
up to the Beast Feast.
Yeah, but I got a sneaky little card up my sleeve.
Oh my God, serviceman.
Yep. Those midshipmen.
Mighty midshipmen.
Okay, Cowboys are favored by 6 at home. Sunday Night Football in a game that we will be doing a stream. So we invite you to tune into our YouTube channel.
Am I first, or do I have to wait till next week to go first?
And join us. And we will go in order of dominance so far. We will not start with Shea. We will start with our Luca.
That's right.
Self-proclaimed Luca. Jake, you pick first.
I am going to
Cowboy game and the triple play.
I'm going to bite down hard and take that Cowboys -6. It seems like a lot of points. The Vikings are up and down. We were talking about this before. It feels like this is one at home where Dak can light you up for 40+. But Brian Flores, who is black, he's no pushover. I will take the Cowboys. I will not triple play it. I'd love to go back to the Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs are not going down without a fight. That's what, 4.5, Blake? What do we get that at?
Chiefs -4.5.
It's tasty, Danny. It's not.
They're hot garbage, man.
Oh, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go with. Oh, wait.
All right, pussies, listen up. The big dog is hungry. Whip it out and crank some hog with us. It's time for Jake's triple play.
That's right. I'm taking the Seahawks to cover 13.5 against old man Phillip Rivers.
A lot of points.
They're playing a 44-year-old at quarterback in an NFL game that hasn't played in 5 years. I will triple play the nasty Seahawks defense laying 13.5. Triple. I get both sounders.
Yeah, you get something after for sure. Wow. We go to Mike Shea Sirois.
Thank you. Yeah, Shea Gilgis Sirois. I hope my connection's good. Sorry, I have some fun facts for you guys, but I'm going to just skip them and do.
I thought he did that on purpose.
So did I. How could he make it happen on purpose? That's too good.
Did it freeze?
You're perfect. You're
I'm
back.
Sorry. Minnesota Vikings +6 I'm taking against the Dallas Cowboys. I think these teams are about very not similar in how they play, but they're in the same spot. It's an elimination game, and I'm like, screw it. Give me the 6 points in that scenario. So, yeah, Minnesota +6, and then I'm going wild card / triple play. Houston Texans -9.5 points. I think their defense is effing incredible right now. I think they're at home, and they're playing a very bad team that I don't think gives a shit anymore. Houston -9.5. Triple play.
Crank that hog.
Crank a little hog.
Well, I think Arizona might be a tasty fade on that. Don't know. But let's just wait to see where I get. We go to Blake now. Blake.
I like the Cowboys -6. I think they're really good at home. I think J.J. McCarthy is ass, and I think they win going away.
TCU bias.
He wasn't really good in college either.
He wasn't.
Not a good pro. So I like the Cowboys -6. They're going to score a lot of points against the, aforementioned black Brian Flores.
It's an important note.
The best record in the NFL right now is 11-2, and there are two teams that have the best record: Denver and New England. They're both getting points at home. I like both of them, but I think I like Denver plus 2.5 against the Packers more at Mile High. Let's go Denver plus 2.5 for my triple play.
Triple.
Is that anecdotal? Because you were there? You actually witnessed the Denver defense?
Although I don't think it's Mexican Heritage Week.
That's a big factor. You have to remember that.
It is still a pretty neat
Is the
place to play.
parachute guy still going to be there?
I don't know.
Getting points.
But I think Jordan Love and Toyota-thon or December-thon, whatever, I think that's over. That was a bit. He sucks.
All right.
Blake, listen to this. This is fascinating. And hopefully it works.
Go ahead.
Since 1980, only 3 teams have been on a 10-game win streak at home and getting points. Only 3 times ever. It's in 45 years. And we have 2 this weekend on 10-game win streaks at home getting points in New England and in Denver. Quite fascinating.
What happened to those 3?
2 of them didn't have their starting quarterback playing, like they were already locked into whatever they were, so they were kind of skewed. The third, the AFC Championship game, Patriots at Steelers. Steelers were getting 2.5, and the Patriots did win and cover 41-27.
Interesting.
Yeah. My models are thorough.
I love it. I love it.
Your models.
Danny Bayless.
Cowboys win. They don't cover. I'm with Mikey on this. I'll take the Vikings, the points on that. And after watching the most recent mid-season or in-season Hard Knocks and seeing Nick Sirianni's Division 7 college football highlights, I'm pumped. I'm going back to the well. Give me the Eagles to make a statement at home against Las Vegas. Jalen Hurts proves to the world that was an anomaly.
God.
And they smoke Las Vegas by a ton.
11.5.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, didn't you pick one that was like 13?
Yeah,
and a
I did.
half?
I did.
Okay.
It's
But it was
I love
like
it.
with a team that can
And-
score, though.
A lot of big spreads.
Desperate.
A lot of big spreads. We go to Cash Sirois.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, I've got a lot of inside information for you guys. Just some really good information.
Yeah, go and skip that and give us the picks. Like 3:00.
Vikings at Cowboys. 6 is a lot of points. The Vikings are up and down. Dak can light you up for 40 at home. Also, Brian Flores is black. So I'll take the Cowboys minus 6 points.
Okay.
I'm going to be in the building for the Army-Navy game. And I'm going to be in the building. And I'm going to be in the building for the Raiders at Eagles.
Wow.
Danny. So I'm having a big sports weekend, and I love your picks. I'm not discussing what my picks are in those games right now because I am tripling the Buffalo Bills, and Mikey's little 10-game stat thing is where I'm headed. And the Bills are doing what the Chiefs should be doing. They're getting stronger as the season goes on. The Bills are my triple play.
It's got to be the Bills' year, right?
No.
Vrabel off a
Why
bye,
not?
dude? Vrabel off a bye?
As long as it's their week, I don't
No
care.
receivers. They're banged up a little bit.
I just mean no Mahomes and no Burrow.
I think they've been way better.
Come on, Dan.
No
Come
Lamar.
right at me,
Vrabel
Dan.
off a bye. Vrabel off a
Come
bye
right at
is
me.
awful tasty.
Come right at me.
And I would love to
Come on.
see you so sad.
Best team in the league getting points.
And Cash is 4 games ahead of me. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm looking
What you
over
wanna do,
here.
hombre?
We got Joe Burrow as a home
I'm your
dog.
Huckleberry.
We like the Bears. They're at home. Favored by 7.5 against Cleveland. Shador is feeling himself like thinks he's great now, even though they just lost
The Titans.
to the Titans at home. But Shador Sanders is still kind of strutting around like, I'm here now.
Oh, if he had been in on the 2-point play, they would have won in overtime.
I've made it. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm thinking about here is that
What's he got on?
Sometimes I like to get these things done early, and
Wardrobe
I see
change.
Drake London is out. I see
Oh God.
Kirk Cousins is still Kirk Cousins.
He's hurt, man.
He can't quit the
tight
NFC
sweater.
He's
South.
hurt.
Is he wearing
I
camouflage
see
under
that,
Going with
I'm
Army?
wearing this shirt.
No?
It's my Baker Mayfield shirt.
No.
And they play tonight. Their backs are against the wall, and I'm not going to go with that. That'd be ridiculous.
Fake out.
Baker Mayfield.
He's edging us.
Baker Mayfield. What I am going to do, though,
Goonin.
is I like the juice. I want people to tune in Sunday night.
Uh-oh.
I like the Cowboys at home.
Whoa. Ante up.
I would like to triple play the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yes. We got him, Danny.
It's over.
We got him.
Damn.
And I wonder
Over.
if
Vince Carter.
You know, now that you say that, we are all going to be doing the stream. I am a big Cowboys fan. And what's 6? Might as well make it 16. Let me triple up those Cowboys as well.
Well, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna be in the building, so I would like to triple play the Cowboys as well.
What?
Holy shit! Can this be happening? The Dumb Zone is gonna hang their nuts! It's a triple play!
You bet your
That's premeditated.
They are talking about their picks ahead of time.
What do you mean?
They did make that phone call to discuss triple play.
Here they are. Here's the season.
So 9. They have 1 Cowboy game.
Yeah.
So 8, but they have 2. So this is an 11-game game.
Damn.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you at
This is
halftime
an
Sunday
11
night during the stream.
Can we? Yes. No matter what the score, do you guys agree? Join us at halftime, just for a check-in. Well, let's see how Sirois are feeling.
Yeah.
At least one of you.
I'm in. Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay.
I have no idea where I'll be, but maybe.
Oh yeah, you're going to be at a game or something. You'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
at skydiving.
You're going to be in the building.
He's in space.
He's going to be playing quarterback
Yeah.
for the Raiders.
He's with
He's
dirt.
going to be in that building.
An 11-game game.
There
Have
it
we
is.
ever had
There we go.
anything like this?
Nope.
In the history
my
of picks with Sirois.
This is the season.
Yeah, we've only done.
What if we all changed and just tripled the Vikings?
I mean,
No.
I
At
don't
this
know.
point,
You have the floor.
You might as well.
What if you guys, didn't have vaginas? But
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what,
I was thinking.
What if we did it? Should we try it, guys? Pussy.
but what if we just switched all our triples to the Cowboys too?
That's a good
Oh.
point.
That's an
that.
idea.
Let's do that.
That'd be gay.
Let's immediately do that.
All right, boys.
Holy shit!
All right, Dumb Zone.
There they go. Cirque du Sirois. Tune in tonight at YouTube.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
They might go 8
And Twitch
hours.
TV.
Twitch TV. That's not as good as what we're on. We're on Kick.
Yeah, we're on Crunchyroll now, bitch.
Aren't we on that? This, what we're about to do. Oh, how about we'll do some news brought to us by Rag and Bone.
Ooh, Rag and Bone.
Tell me about Rag and Bone.
Rag and Bone.
I know about Bone.
Yeah, and you know about Rag, but you know that they can come together and make some phenomenal denim. I'm going to put it to you like this. I thought I had nice pants, and then I experienced the Rag and Bone touch. These are the nicest jeans. I feel disrespectful to call them jeans, but they're the nicest pants I've ever owned. They're kind of dressy, but not. They're stretchy. They don't get all jacked up in the wash and dry. They get better with every wash. They don't get all faded and worn down. These are.
And you're not a jeans guy generally.
I'm back now.
Yeah.
I'm back in the jeans game with Rag and Bone. Listeners get 20% off their entire order with the promo code DUMBZONE at rag-bone.com. That's the symbol, the dash, rag-bone.com. 20% off, promo code DUMBZONE. It says when you ask where you heard about him, please support our show and let him know we sent you. But if you use the promo code DUMBZONE and then you said, I found out about him from Locked On Mavs.
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you use our promo code,
yeah,
right?
I think that pretty much takes care of it.
Yeah.
They're great pants. Get some gifts, whatever. You hear it. Let's do the news. I don't know.
All right.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Well, this was sent to me many times, and I'm very glad that we have. We never even said anything about our sit-ins being here today because we had Brandon Aubrey at the top of the show. But we have Brendan Time, Rylan, ZK Mavs. These are guys who are big-time local sports fans, which means you've seen the Arlington Camera commercial 1,000 times. And you've of course seen Bob Lovell's "Bless Your Heart" series of commercials many times. Do you know the "Bless Your Heart" guide, Dan?
No.
So I'll play the old one first. He's it's like a home marketing services, like a mortgaging thing. He's gonna get you out of renting, and he would run spots during Rangers and Mavs and Stars games like nonstop. This is the old. He did a million of them, but here's an example of an old one with the tag.
Bob Lovell here for Home Marketing Services. My wife, born and bred right here in Dallas, taught me a lot about Texas. She's always saying, "Bless your heart," when bad things happen to people. Took me about 12 years to figure it out. Smashed my thumb hammering a nail one day, and there she was. Bless your heart. That's when I realized what it really meant is, you dumb. Which brings me to my point. Still renting, making the landlord richer, but would rather own your own home and still haven't called HMS? Well, bless your heart.
So he would do that in every commercial.
I love it.
He would tagline with "Bless
Love
your
that
heart."
hair.
Yeah,
Some wild hair there.
Yeah, so it was wild. That video we just saw is probably 20 years old.
Soothing voice.
But as you can see, as I'm going to play in this second video here, the home marketing services, it must have been going very well. He was making a lot of cash. The business was taking off. And in this more recent one here, this is probably 5 to 7 years ago, he's kind of morphing into Guy Fieri, as you can see in the...
Bob Lovell here for HMS. Now, we all know next year is an election year, and that means fewer commercial spots for me. I can't compete with the political ad dollars our government idiots are going to spend next year. Now, some might say that's cool. Finally, less Bob. But for you renters out there, let's do this. Get out of the rent race now while you have me. Stop making the landlord richer. Call or email today.
Got a jingle.
HMS.
A local legend. And again, in that, if you're audio only in that clip, he's got kind of his hair is blondish, blown out. He's got a leathery jacket on.
But he's like 80.
Yeah, but he's 80. He looks younger, though, because he's in Flavortown. He's making money, and he's got a jingle. Well, what he's got on his hands right now is a pretty serious restitution payment to make.
Oh, no.
Of about $5.7 million in a sexual assault case. He repeatedly forced a former employee to perform sex acts and then retaliated against her when she refused. It says here that he had like code words for when he wanted this or that, including oral.
What was the code word?
It says here that he would text her, "I want you to bless my heart."
Oh, no way.
That was the code? Oh.
I made that up.
I like that. I'd like to know the code, though.
Yeah. It's not in here. It just says use code words to let the woman know he wanted oral sex, according to the judge's finding.
We used to use code for weed or something, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We'd call it certain things.
Yeah.
I've never thought of code for sex.
No, I mean,
guess you have to if you're doing secret sex.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that's what this was. So
this says he would say my zipper is tight.
Really?
Or I need help with my zipper.
That wasn't in this article.
That's good.
Well, is it?
Yeah, not
I don't know that
coded.
it's much of a code. Like,
yeah, that's kind of like
No, when
Bob
I said
Ross,
that,
Bob
I just wanted her to come help me with my zipper.
Yeah.
But so this woman worked for him and had for a few years before he started.
Looks like your mouth is empty.
It's code. It's code.
Oh.
It's code. What do you mean that's not code?
Are you getting enough sodium?
Are you getting enough protein?
Yeah, protein, sodium.
Dude,
I got
can't-
something that has both.
I can't handle I know that we talked about like the proteinification, and there's been a bunch of editorials and comedy sets on it. I can't not laugh, dude.
About
Everywhere
what?
you go, it's like, you want a little protein on top? And all I can think of is you.
Yeah.
This for years. mentioning a common item like a protein shake. I'd bring one into the office or whatever, and he's like, "I'll give you a protein shake."
Hell yeah, bro.
So now at Starbucks, when they're like, "You want protein foam?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you some protein foam."
I feel like
I'll put
that
little
would be a
foam
good
on there.
code
Yeah, maybe.
nowadays because you think of protein with something different.
Now may be the
That's
time.
kind of a code, yeah.
So this woman had been working there, at which point he told her, "You're going to start blessing my heart or you're not going to have a job." And she was a single mom who was paying for her she was supporting her a teenage daughter, and her teenage daughter was getting health insurance through that job. And he would say things to her like, "Hey, you know, you could do this or your daughter could not have health insurance," which is the one.
That's not much of a code either.
No,
He's
no.
going right for it.
And he would do
And
things.
she chose the daughter not having health insurance?
She kept doing it, actually, and the daughter kept having health insurance. The woman drew the line when that daughter, who's now an adult age daughter, was also sexually harassed by Bob Lovell.
Oh!
And she's like, "All right,
Wow.
we're not making this a generational thing. We're cutting this off at the pass. I'm going to the courts. I'm getting a lawyer." And she did. Raj Dunn, by the way. He's one of the old – there's like 4 lawyers in Texas. Busby being one of them. But other things like he had the good leads, which were known as the JR leads in the office, and she would get those leads when she led the evil out of his body. And then she would not get those leads when she didn't help with his zipper. So
Well, that's a horny old guy,
and
dude.
he fired her right when she filed a complaint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple other cases pending against the guy also, but 5.7 and horny.
5.7.
I mean, he's paying $5.7 million for – that's his judgment here. He owes her $5.7 million for depression, anxiety. She said she's, shouldn't laugh. Women lose their hair when they get real stressed, which is not at all like a creepy animalistic thing that, I don't know, predator, prey.
Would you take that? How many years was this?
You lost yours and nobody was trying to fuck you.
Yeah. How much? Not the hair thing. I'm just saying, would you take $5.7 million for 10 years of having to relieve an old man? I guess probably not.
No, but it's tough to try to make an analogous situation, but we can because we have the freedom to do so here. Boss lady hires a 23-year-old Dan McDowell, and you've got at this time, like 4-year-old child.
Mm-hmm.
You're single, and she's like gross, but she's in charge, and she's kind of trying to get herself all dolled up and hot because she's got a lot of money now, and she's like, "You can keep this job and get the good leads if you eat me out in my office once a week."
Wow.
You're not married. It's very abusive. You don't like doing it. There's nothing sexual about it for you.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if I say blowing to you, you're going to be like, "Where do I sign up?"
Yeah,
so I'm trying to make it something.
Awesome.
I'm trying to make it something you have to think about.
Yeah,
but no,
it's probably a bad bit.
I think it's probably terrible, and I think there's probably a lot of women who, if they might not go to the level of like sexual act, but they know that they have to act a certain way if they want to keep getting quote leads, even much less.
So this
preferential
story is
treatment.
particularly bothersome to you, though, because you love this guy's commercials.
I don't think I really said, "Hey, take it easy on the guy. The commercials are great." I just knew that I had an audience of local sports fans here today that absolutely nobody is like, "You got to be kidding me, Bob Lovell."
Yeah,
Okay, not the Bob Lovell I know.
The commercials that used to run on Rangers games, I feel like is a Bonds list.
Yes.
And Bart Rager, this guy, like I bet we could find a bunch of people that were up to no
Dude,
good.
Dr. Brown.
Center. Yeah.
Daddy's baby girl.
What happened?
Dr. Brown, the hand doctor?
What did he do?
Dude, if we need to redo that entire story one day, we will, because the Dr. Brown, he had like revolutionized hand surgery, remember?
They had an animation.
Yeah, oh yeah. You'd see the graphic. You're like, shit, he fixed that hand. And then he would have his family around him.
Hated him.
And he would then have, at the end of the commercial, he had like his 7-year-old daughter. And she'd go, "Daddy's baby girl." And he'd be holding her. And it was super creepy. Dude, he came out. He was like torturing them. And like he thought the government was trying to kill him. I think he tried to like gas his family like in the home or something. He went nuts. Full on nuts.
Do not remember that.
Yeah, it's a great story. I think he's dead. Is he dead, Rylan?
I haven't heard. You check. Put Ben Abbott on that list.
What did he do?
He got into it?
Oh,
I don't know, and this is fine because we're fans and friends of the Frankels here at this show, and those guys are going to treat you right. Ben Abbott has a fire jingle. We could probably play it. I mean, it gets sung at my "Don't let an accident wreck your life." Hello, Ben.
There's Dorian Finney-Smith.
David Irving, once upon a time.
Now it's just a hot.
That hot is his daughter, non-attorney paid spokesperson. And she's like a hot version of Ben Abbott, and she's in the songs with. But, Dan, he's also done one where he had like a bunch of hots. And I feel like that portends possibly creepiness in the office if you're just stalking your local Mavs commercial with hots.
Yeah, long car.
Didn't he?
He died in the parking lot of his law office.
Yeah.
Oh.
After his daughter.
Son.
Are you sure?
Sounds like Clayton knows.
Did what?
He had a 16-year-old daughter who died of a cocaine overdose, and then he put the strong arm on himself a few days after that.
He killed himself? Oh, okay. Like, was it his coke?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And that's why the Rangers can't afford Pete Alonso now?
Dude, no lie. And Rylan used to talk about this all the time. It's just like perceptive. Like he'd be like, there's just no way that the salary cap, you can't pay Bradley Beal $50 million when your business is built on Arlington camera spots. Like there's no way these RSNs are making enough money for this to make any sense. Look at the ad inventory. It's all the same, and none of them are paying enough. There's just no way.
Pete Alonso in 2 years, that contract's going to be horrible.
Yeah, and especially if Nemo starts walking again.
Yeah, he hasn't done that in a few years, but yeah.
I just wanted you to know we're baseball guys. 2 Louisville ISD parents say their son
farmers
is recovering after he was subject to a traumatic hazing incident carried out by other members of the football team. It was on video.
Is hazing back?
That's a good question. It may have never left, but it may be back now, in that it ramps up again, and then we get more people getting caught. It happened after a football team dinner. Those were the best. Go to somebody's house. And usually it was somebody whose parents had like a backyard situation. You get the fire
the
back
whole
there.
Team?
Smoke cigars.
80 guys out there? Or however many on there?
You'd get 50 or 60. We did it at my house a couple times because my mom was the cook. She was down to do it, but those are the best. In this case.
Tea.
Oh, my God. Swag weed.
That's what got hazing going, right? Just these kids with their extra high tea,
time,
their libido,
bored,
trying to be funny,
and they're all horny.
Yep.
And a little bit. Is there a little closet homosexuality in some of the early hazing stuff? Just like, why has everybody got to be naked? Why
I don't
do we
know
have
that
to
it's
haze you
closet
in your
homosexuality as much as it is you're just figuring out sexuality, and all of it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're like rocked up by it. You're just like, oh, this is funny. Like I told you guys, like hanging my ID from my junk in the locker room. I didn't do that out of any sort of sexual kick.
No, but whoever said that you had to do it, or did you not?
This is what I'm saying. I did to be funny.
Oh, you
like
okay.
I'm like, hey, where's my ID? I can't go to school without it.
Coerced.
Yeah. In this case, after the dinner, The junior was stripped of his clothes by a group of seniors and shot repeatedly with a pellet gun.
Yeah.
But now they have team bonding.
Yeah. Well, they would have. This is turpentine.
That is turpentine.
What does that mean?
Remember what Brandon said? That's when everyone daps each other up. Turpentine.
Oh.
Yeah, in the meeting, they all like tell each other they love each other
That's
and
right,
get
okay.
closer. This is how they do it. Yeah, I can tell you what's worse than getting hazed is having your parents snitch to the media and the police about you getting hazed. That's
the worst.
Gotta be a worse outcome if you had to pick. I would think. What else do we want to do today? The Powerball hit $1 billion last night, Dan. I don't know if you're back in that.
Somebody
game or
won?
not. No.
Oh, okay.
No
Now I'll
winner
be
last
back.
night. Back in $1 billion.
I need at least $1 billion. I like TC's theory on that.
It was at 9:30 last night. 930 million.
TC's lottery theory seems to be like if you win $12 million, everyone around you will treat you like you won $1 billion. You know, they're going to want houses paid off and your friends, and then no one's going to be really happy with you. But if you win $1 billion, you can actually pay your friends' houses off and all that kind of stuff. You can do what you want to do.
It makes sense.
That seems like why I play it.
What's the
Plus,
odd,
I think
the
odds
change
are
in
way
the
better.
odds?
Way better.
Way better.
Because more people are playing.
There are parts of this story,
Doesn't make
like in the Louisville thing, they say that like the administration knew about it and swept it under the rug. You know, those kids they were still like roaming the halls.
I thought you
around her
moved to the
son.
next story.
Oh, did I?
It was about Powerball.
Oh, my bad. I'd forgotten that part of the.
I was like, what?
I don't really want to talk Powerball. I just have
okay.
it up here. It's just, you know.
All right, you brought it up. I started talking about it,
My
and then you're
bad.
yelling at me because you're like, I don't want to talk about
yelling.
that.
No yelling.
Such yelling. Especially for guys who are all teammates together in this Cowboys win quest.
Yep.
Oh, are you already regretting it?
Just the last time you and I tripled the Cowboys, it didn't go well with the Cardinals. That worries me.
Oh, did we both do it that game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now we got Mr.
But now,
Cowboy on
yeah,
our side.
That's true.
I haven't. I have done pretty well in Cowboy games, I think. And look, this is a game they win.
Yes.
In fact, they'll probably get exactly what they need to get in and then lose the last game.
Jake's dominant on picking
Somehow.
Cowboy games this year. 7-6.
All right. All right.
But I am 2-11.
And Brandon told you were banned.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, that's tough. The city of Dallas is now using AI cameras in the sanitation world.
What does that mean?
It means that their trash trucks are outfitted with AI cameras. What does it mean? I'm not exactly sure. But what it means is that eventually there's not going to be trash men. Right? That's what
they've already eradicated the, what do you call it, the recycling man.
Categorize these for me, because I'm not exactly sure what you mean.
Don't you have recycling pickup and trash pickup?
Yeah.
Okay, so the recycling pickup is all automated.
There's
just a driver.
Okay.
Like
Got
just
it.
the big arm thing goes and picks, and if you don't set your recycling like out into the road enough, then you're just not going to get your recycling. So your trash, that would be hard to do because you got your leaf bags, you got your throwing away this old desk I got or something, you know?
Dude, yeah, but they won't take that stuff where I live. They have a separate day for that, and they're real uppity about
bulk trash pickup.
Well, the initial purpose of
Well,
these
those guys are fine then.
cameras is to snitch on people.
For what?
Leaving shit out, and you know, if you got a old beater in your in the edge of your yard, or you've got a couch that's been out there forever, and now they can just roll these cameras around enforcing code. I was reading about this thing the other day that I ultimately, I guess, ended up being not that different from what we have here. But do you know China has like social credit scores? You're familiar with this?
Weren't you telling us about that on the air once?
I might have been. Where, you know,
If you're like
if you're a good citizen, then you can get like better hotels or better flight rates, and
like if you hold the door open for people and say
I think
thank
it's
you?
mostly just if you like pay your bills on time and if you are good in business, like you don't stiff people on contracts. Ultimately, it doesn't sound that different from just having a credit score here, but it does apply.
Which is also
to things,
baffling as taxes.
What is it?
Yeah, like
I mean, it generally makes sense.
Sometimes if you make all your
track of-
payments on time, you still don't have the highest credit. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and also, like, if you don't have credit cards, you're not going to have much of a credit score. So that also limits some people. But in China, they'll say, like, you can't use the high-speed train.
Huh.
Like, if you've been stiffing people in your money game. But you will see these AI-powered cameras on the streets in Dallas snitching on people.
That's too bad.
For code violation.
I don't like cameras busting me.
And then
I am glad the red light camera's no longer.
That was huge.
Because I'll blow through that.
Yeah.
If needed. Not if there's traffic, but if there's no one there and it's illogical to sit at a red light, I'm not going to sit there.
Saw a story about a stabbing in Times Square. Like, I just went to New York City, and I was like, oh, this seems pretty safe, pretty normal. Then nobody freaking out on the subway. And 2 tourists were stabbed in Times Square 2 days ago. So I guess the day after we left. And one lady was slapped, the guy was stabbed, but he survived because of his thick winter jacket.
Oh, cool.
So his 47-year-old man knifed in the torso, but it was very cold up there and getting colder. So just waiting on a bus at 42nd and 8th in Manhattan. Broad daylight, 3:30 in the afternoon, Midtown Manhattan. You just get knifed.
How about the word broad? If we say,
Broad
is that
daylight.
attached to daylight? Broad. What else do you say is broad?
Side of a barn.
Right, yeah.
Broadside of a barn, is that the same thing? It just means like obvious?
No, I took it as big, like they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
But broad daylight doesn't mean like, hey, look, it's the wide. Okay.
Like broadside is a naval term.
What are we doing with that? Why don't we just use left and right? When everybody's, starboard, starport.
Starbucks.
Anyways, there's your news.
StarCraft.
The Fox?
The Dumb Zone News.
That was Star Fox. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
That was a good news. Damn, that might have been my favorite aerial game growing up.
Do a barrel roll.
That ruled.
What do you mean by
I have viewer mail
What do
birthdays.
you mean by aerial game?
Like an airplane, like a game, like a fighter pilot. That was a plane game. Yeah.
Huh.
Like Jungle Strike. Anyways, who's bringing you this, Dan?
Frankel and Frankel, personal injury attorneys.
To the best of our knowledge, not asking their employees to perform sex acts on them.
Their zippers are not tight.
Correct.
Absolutely not.
But they do have a reliable phone number, 214-817-333-3333, and over 100 years of combined experience in this space.
Viewer mail birthdays, we have Dear Pussy Man.
Good.
Happy birthday to Thomas Charles Fleming.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey.
All right.
His leader, Lene Kekua. What is that?
That would be Manti Te'o's non-existent girlfriend, Lene Kekua.
Oh. My leader, as a founding member of the Kim Bronies, it's Clayton Kimbrough.
Nice.
Wow.
Never punt from Stu,
Stu Pot.
who says, P.S. I got laid off from Rivian.
No.
Are you serious?
So let's get a big plug-in for fairlease.org, and anyone looking to hire a kind of mid-marketing guy can go to stuhill.work for more info on me.
Damn.
Stu's great.
He is.
But, I don't know the details of his dismissal, but he did spend money on Dumb Zone expenditures and maybe.
I don't think we can get blamed for that.
Yeah, I feel like other businesses who have spent money on
Thriving.
the Dumb Zone
Look
are
right
doing
there.
Great. Game Day Men's Health. We got people are getting in accidents just so they can call the Frankels.
All three of these dudes have Qualis in their lives.
Qualis Roofs, Community Mechanical, Trident. Like, I'm probably not mentioning stuff. Now everybody's going to get mad. The point is,
it's on you.
We're great, is what we're saying. Dear Dumb Zone, today is my brother Stuart Andrew Hill's Joe Biden birthday. I think this is Stu.
Wow.
The same Stu.
Who emailed in for TC. He's that type of guy on his own birthday.
Do you know how I know he's gay? Because his first name is Stuart. This is from his brother Ryan. His leaders are Clayton, some woodworker in East Texas who knows how to make cornhole fit into a front truck, and Sean Hayes.
What the?
My leaders are Blake's delusion that 52 in a 40 isn't a thing, Jack Leiter's jawline. Stu and I kicked off 2025 as your first sit-ins of the year. Happy we're wrapping up the year with continued DFery. We're both Aggies. We will continue to subscribe just to spite Jake. We know he wants us out.
Yeah.
That's from Ryan.
Keep your money.
Joni says, hi, Dan. It's another email from an Utz.
Ah.
My husband, Andrew. His birthday is today. If you can give him a shout out, please. From Joni Utz.
So she would be Kevin's sister-in-law? When are we having intern sister-in-law day on the show?
And Alex says yesterday, Business Wednesday, which was brought to us by Sean Kernan and 360 Wealth Management, December 10th would have been my dad's Alan McGee 53rd birthday. I got into the ticket through him, but no one woke him up in that special way because he can't wake up.
Okay.
His leaders were Eric Nadell, Randy Galloway, and Dirk.
53, man.
I also empathize with Blake's gas station ladies because my dad died on Christmas.
Yeah, it's not a great time for everybody.
He used to work at the Eagle in Dallas at some point. Fuck Clear Channel. Why would he say that? Is that who owns the Eagle?
They probably screwed his dad, you know?
Or the Eagle is the freak.
Yeah, Eagles.
iHeart is Clear Channel, right?
Is it?
Did it change the name? I don't. Yeah, check your phone.
No one knows.
I'm not sure. Well, you know, that's kind of the origin. That's, you know, most people I feel like don't love the company their parents worked for. You know, I certainly, you know, my dad bitching about it for 30 years, unpaid slaves.
Yet he still continues to support.
And still draws a check.
Unions? Or, I mean, management?
Yeah.
It's funny how.
Community Mechanical
Now
presents
let's do Today in History.
On this
Been to my house.
in history.
That's Community Mechanical, Dan.
What?
Been to my house.
What do you have, one drop?
Well, we mentioned it earlier that I said I've got to get that ASAP.
Oh, okay.
It just stuck out to me as a very droppable drop.
Been to my house.
Did Beth just send it?
Earlier.
Oh, all right.
Been to my house.
Well, today is Thursday, December 11th. On this day in 1844, the first experimental use of anesthetic in dentistry took place. Nitrous oxide.
I would not have thought that. I would have thought, you know, injection or cream, but not gas.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Well, it says the first use of an inhaled anesthetic, so maybe that's
okay.
What that means. I don't know.
That's still a lot further back than I would have thought.
1844, yeah. The doctor had one of his assistants do it to him because you can't just experiment on people, I guess, without war. Without war. On this day in 1972 is the last lunar landing where men stepped onto the moon. How come no one ever, when you talk about faking the moon landing, no one really talks about the subsequent landings? Like, how do you explain all that then?
Do we have
isn't there
ample footage of that?
I don't know. Anyway, it was Eugene Kernan. Ooh, maybe like Sean.
Do we have? This is a
Harrison
serious
Schmidt.
question. Do we have video of all the other moon landings?
You would think you would have to.
And like they don't. You
That'd be
can't even put
ridiculous
them
to
on in
not do.
syndication just because they weren't like the main one.
Yeah, there should be a moon channel.
You would
like we
think.
could watch this stuff all day.
Yeah.
And
July 20.
on this day in the year 2000, Alex Rodriguez signs with the Texas Rangers, the richest
Hey.
contract in sports history.
Championships.
And on this day in 2014, the world's first successful penis transplant
Okay.
is performed in South Africa.
How'd it go?
Earlier attempts failed. This operation, involving microsurgical reconnection of nerves and blood vessels, did successfully restore urinary and sexual function.
Wow.
The patient fathered a child months later, proving the viability of the procedure. Or his wife cheated on him. She's just like, oh, yeah, it worked. Well, I'm sure you have some darker relatives in your lineage. Okay, that's probably why. And today is December 11th, on this day in Dumb Zone history.
This was the day after the Cowboys-Eagles game stream in 2023, where Akash was trolling his wife's friends in the other room who were massive Eagles fans. And my one note from the show, Dan drank last night, in the moment wondered why he doesn't drink more, then woke up and remembered why he doesn't drink more.
I remember that. Yeah, what do we got? Hey,
It was a fun
it's
night.
Sunday night, buddy. We got 11 game swing. We got Cases of Lone Star. Let's toss a couple
I'm
back.
going, dude.
We'll have
We are
some
going hard Sunday night.
Thunderbird pizza, the Detroit style from Cane Rosso. Let's light it up. I'm not
Gonna be
seeing
lit.
just a whole lot of footage of these other moon landings, by the way.
Nothing?
Scant.
I see Apollo 17.
Scant. And a lot of it's like still images, and I'm like, I know what that is. YouTube's not about to copyright hit you. I feel like you can put the full video up if you have
I think you
it.
should look into this.
Yeah.
This is a very good investigation you're starting. Today's birthdays, we start with Shane Gillis, 38.
Greatness.
Roy Wood Jr., 47. Jay Bell is 60. You remember the Jay Bell? Interesting, ironic note.
No. Me?
Yeah, I'm looking at Baseball Man over here. He was traded for Burt Blyleven, and then he hit his the first pitch he ever saw in the major leagues. Thrown by Burt Blyleven. He hit a home run. Now remember that for next year. Jacoby Brissett is 33.
Damn, that hurts.
What hurts? Did you expect greatness from him?
No, it hurts to lose to Jacoby Brissett in a year where
Oh
you
my
think that
gosh.
your team had playoff hopes and
Wait,
dreams.
Cardinals spare quarterbacks beat the Cowboys, don't they? Josh
Colt-
Dobbs.
Colt
years
McCoy.
ago. Yeah, Colt McCoy.
Damn.
Remember the Pastronaut?
Oh, yeah. What was that guy's name?
Josh Dobbs.
That's right, yeah.
Samantha Ponder is 40.
His parents got his car in a parking lot. She's
probably been on Dancing with the Stars and Oprah.
Oh, jeez.
Allie LaForce is 37.
Her too?
She was Miss Teen Ohio, and she went to Ohio University. That's my notes on Allie LaForce, TNT sideline reporter.
Miss Teen Ohio just sounds creepy. I don't know why.
It does. Rita Moreno is 94. She was in Oz.
She the
Sister Peter Murray.
Yeah.
Donna Mills is 85. What was she in? Is she It's a Wonderful Life? Or
Damn, I don't know.
Who's
but
the lady
she is
in that?
hot.
Donna Mills?
Yeah. For an old. Oh, she was in Knots Landing. I think my parents used to watch that show.
I don't know what that is, but
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a Wonderful Life. Do you guys watch that or no?
Nah. Is that the one with the lamp?
It'll make you tear up.
Oh, that's A Christmas Story.
Oh. No, I don't. No, I don't.
You'll cry tears of joy at the end of It's a Wonderful Life.
No,
I did.
I hated this movie. Because my mom was gay for Jimmy Stewart sucks, dude. Come on.
Oh,
get that out of here.
wow.
My mom went and got his autograph when he was like 100
This is like
at a bookstore.
Like a Freud thing here that you're upset at guys your mom is attracted to. Like,
well, no, I mean,
you want
maybe,
her-
but like I understood John Wayne. It was like masculine racism, the American
Yeah.
prototype, whatever, iconoclast. But Jimmy Stewart always just seemed whiny to me. Just fucking bitching about something sorry over cursing, but I'm not a fan. She did wait in line for like several hours to meet him when he was like 95, and there's some listener who was there, older gentleman who emailed me about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my mom, dude. That's how, and she wouldn't care if I said that's how hip my mom was. She was like a 27-year-old lady going to meet Jimmy Stewart at a bookstore when he was 95.
I think she just wants a piece of greatness before he dies.
That and Ronald Reagan.
Did she sleep with him?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if she would have.
Probably would have.
Like if that was offered up. She's 27.
And he's 95?
Yeah, he's 95, but he's Jimmy Stewart.
I
It's
remember
like- kinda
seeing
like
a photo
you
of
would-
him being like, geez, he looks old.
Like, wouldn't you hook up with some 95? Like the Queen. When the Queen
Donna
was
Mills?
95, you're like, yeah, I'll hook up with her. She's the Queen. Gotta.
For the good leads.
Nikki Sixx is 67.
He didn't die, right? It was the other one?
I think Nikki Sixx like died, but they brought him back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, then it was him.
He's like Damar Hamlin?
Yeah, he had like I used to watch a lot of Behind the Music. I assume our generation.
Comeback Rocker of the Year the following year.
And the Medic won a Grammy.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Supporting support. God.
Most Def is 52.
Black Star.
Haley Steinfeld is 29.
Married to Josh Allen, yeah.
Brenda Lee is 81. She sang Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. That's a good one, right?
I like it.
Yeah.
And our Dumb Zone birthday of the day, Monique.
Oh, wow.
Ex-wife of?
Ludacris.
Look at Monique's website.
I don't know if it'll be
hold
on there or not.
It's
Do you
on.
think it
I
will?
saw it this morning. Wikipedia. I want to see Blake's reaction when he finds out who Monique was married to first.
Chris Samuels?
No.
First name listed.
Personal
Or
life.
Wikipedia.
Monique was married to.
It's on the right side when you
Okay,
click
I
on
wasn't
Wikipedia.
on Wikipedia. Calvin Watkins.
That's right.
What? How?
The Cowboys were a big deal, dude.
She was married to Cowboys beat writer Calvin Watkins.
Wow.
I know.
I got to talk to him about this.
I know.
You think next time Calvin, he's like, Calvin Watkins knocked the bottom out of Monique instead of Dallas Morning News every time.
Born on this day, now dead, David Brewster invented the kaleidoscope.
Yeah, what's the deal there? It feels like 1500s, like.
Well,
toy.
that was my next question. When do you think he was alive?
I just looked it up.
Oh. Yeah, it was somewhere probably 1800-ish.
Yeah.
And Amon G. Carter, he invented the Fort Worth Star Telegram. And he invented that state. He built it with his own
bare hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dead on this day, still dead. Maurice McDonald, the co-founder of McDonald's, and Bum Bright, the former owner of the Cowboys.
And that's what happened on this day in history.
Wait, I thought I had a Mike Leach in there. It must be Mike Leach's day tomorrow. I don't.
Damn.
Why
not double up?
I thought I had a Mike Leach thing, and yeah, now it turns out no. Anyway, you want to do closing remarks?
Sure.
We'll also we'll bookend this, brought to us by Game Day Men's Health, because we're in the Game Day Men's Health studio, and just want to remind you that we do have gameday.dumbzone.com that you can go to for 10% off your TRT for life. So what's going on? What are we doing? Who's talking?
That's you.
Yeah, why are you guys here?
It's your remote. Hey, I have no idea. What's going on, guys? Let me start this over. I gotta go.
Oh, yeah. Get the head
Zach
lift.
Willis, Baylor University.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. So I guess I'm here because of how do you pronounce it again, Brendan? Qualis.
Oh, that's why you're here. Cool.
Yeah, sure. We did a sit-in at the Dragon Den earlier, but Blake was not there, and I noticed in the future months that a lot of people were doing sit-ins again because they missed Jake during his time away. And I said, well, I showed up to a sit-in and Blake wasn't there. And as you can see, we're part of the Beehive over here. And so we had to, get another chance to see our boy.
So you guys each have messages in support of, or mustaches in support of.
Yes,
Blake.
we do. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, we were sorry that Jake bailed on us, but and just like Brandon, Aubrey's disappointed in him as well.
Fair. I've let everyone down.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to see.
I decided that the wife would be the one I didn't let down this time around.
Yeah, she's used to it. So.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to see the triple play in person.
Wow, what a moment! Just historic show moment
incredible.
Right there.
I was a little concerned.
NFT.
I got it on video. We can make it happen. I was a little concerned after yesterday that you were cutting the mics off the sit-ins, but good to know that we were able to get a little bit of mic time here. So appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of people. So Benji came to the Christmas party Tuesday night because it turns out the guy who lives off of credit card points, he can change a flight pretty easily.
It's like that.
And he was there, and nobody knows anybody, but people were coming up to me and they were like, "Hey, dude, are you all right, man? That sitting guy fucking sucks."
I thought he was great.
I think he's fine, dude. And he's right here.
He's
got some prime rib.
I just want to say that I think you guys pronounce all your words perfectly.
Yeah.
And no criticism today. I did have when you guys were talking Phillip Rivers, the stat popped in my head. I really wanted to talk about it. That's very important. If he can get 7 yards receiving by the end of this season, he will become second all-time receiving yards for 40-year-old plus, age people. So anyone over 40, if he can get 7, he can pass Tom Brady on the all-time list, and that'll leave him about 2,000 plus behind Jerry Rice. So I feel like
put it on the resume.
I feel like he's back.
Tom Brady has caught a pass after the age of 40?
He's got 6 yards receiving.
I vaguely remember that.
I don't know if it was
There's never been another wide receiver over 40.
On the list.
Who's the Arizona guy?
Terrell, David Boston.
No.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald was around forever.
No one Fitzgerald. It was the only other receiver on that list is not even receiver, tight end. It was Mercedes Lewis.
Wow.
You had like Brett Favre and maybe Aaron Rodgers on there. But Brady was 6, and then Jerry Rice like 2,000.
Fitzgerald done by 37.
Yeah. Wow. Mercedes Lewis was shocking as well.
Yeah.
What a stat. Beyond that,
that is a great stat.
Yeah, man, just pulling stats up. I also wanted to just say I'm pro back-end parking, so Team Dan.
Damn.
Same.
I feel like you were describing me in my F-150. I mean, I'm a really, really great back-end parker.
Every one of you think you're the best
And then the
one.
camera helps you so
the camera
much.
helps.
Out there right now.
Like the camera makes it.
Pop
I'm
off.
better at backing in than I am at fronting in.
Because of the camera.
Fronting
Same.
it.
I don't have a
We
front
just call
camera.
it parking.
I often get out of the car. I'm like, God, who's parked?
It's
like
not.
I can't see this. I will open the side door and be like, is this parallel?
Yeah.
Every one of them
Is the
think they're
line?
the best one.
I
Blake.
promise you I'm saving time.
I'm awesome.
This is about people that can't drive, not about which way you park your car. I'll go out there. I'll do it. I'll put on a demonstration.
Let's go.
Put a stopwatch.
Yeah.
We're going. The other thing I wanted to bring up was we were talking local commercials. Who's our girl? Is it Angie Stevens?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
She's great.
Well, she came up. We were talking the other
Yeah,
day.
y'all
'cause
mentioned her, yeah.
We were looking for a car lot, and I think we might have found one, but an underreported part of the Angie Stevens commercials was they had all the cars, all the Ford F-150s and Explorers, the lights were blinking. Like it was Roger Rabbit. Like when the, what's her name, Jessica Rabbit walked by.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's add a little pop here.
But we did find out late in her Rangers ad run that she was doing it all over.
Yeah, she was
hired
regional.
gun. She's like an operator.
Yeah, so she's not
just bring her in.
And rightfully
local.
so, because
We found that out when we did Guest Booking League.
Yeah. I was
We were trying to book her.
I need can I speak to Miss Stevens, please? I believe she's in sales.
Yeah.
They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, the lady from the commercial. I'm from a
And they were
radio
like,
station.
yeah, we get that all the time.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Well, anyway, love you boys. Thanks for having us. The Christmas decorations look wonderful. I tried to be festive as well today, and I know you're sick of hearing from me, and you guys are clamoring. You're going, isn't that the guy to my left that was broadcasting the Southland Conference Cross Country Championships? Yes, it is. So I just want to make sure that Brendan gets some airtime as well.
Brendan what was your history with Ben and Skin? How long were you with them?
About 5 years. So I was there at the end of the ESPN run, and then when we joined with KT at the Fan. In fact, I remember having a specific conversation with KT because we thought we were about to get Bob and Dan, and we were really fired up about that.
Hell yeah. They would have been firing you, though.
That's true. That's true.
To cover their exorbitant salaries. Did you ever who's your least favorite person you worked with at ESPN?
At ESPN?
Like, did you, because we would get stuck with, when the ESPN was in the building, we had like our weekend crew, and it would be like ticket guys. But then ESPN, they would just run in athletes, right? Different blowhard athlete who thinks they can do radio, and then they would get stuck with a weekend board op who had to try to babysit them to an extent. It's always an interesting dynamic to me. I guess what I'm saying is, what was Stretch like?
I dealt a little bit with Stretch, but the weirdest one was, and I guess kind of weird because it was Richard Durrett. And so once Ben and Skin left ESPN, I had like a 2-month stretch with Richard Durrett and Ian Fitzsimmons.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, Ian was awesome. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Are you saying you're glad that he's not around to make you?
He didn't say that at all.
It's a weird thing to say, Zach.
He didn't say that at all. Zach went to the same place I went to rehab.
Oh, yeah?
He might have been
exact same place?
Exact same.
Did you see Pond Guy?
There was variations of Pond Guy.
Was it after?
After, yeah. So there was a Pond Guy with me as well. He actually was a scholarship athlete at like USC. Life didn't go too well for him. He was real young. But he ended up in the pond one day. But a lot of different, and also, there's a handful of people there, and Jake knows, that aren't with us anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been I think when I was at the Dragon's Den, that was pretty new, or right after I got out of there, I guess, freed from the hab. But we're rolling strong right now. Year
Hell
plus
yeah.
out. So,
is this the most difficult time of the year for that?
You know what? I don't
Parties?
I think it just needs to be known that Jake and I are heroes. Really,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Jake,
Any
did you
time
read
of year.
his heartfelt Facebook post about his 1 year of sobriety?
There's no way you saw that.
It was really cute.
No, I don't. I
did
don't. I'm not on Facebook. Zach texted me and said, "Hey, it's my 1 year. I would like to thank you for being a part of this." And I said, "I would like to thank you." And that's all I need. I prefer not to know that any of my friends, anyone I know, uses Facebook at all. Barely Instagram. I just don't want to know that you guys are doing those things. That's fine.
Didn't you say, after rehab, you were like, I can't believe how many people have been in rehab?
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean,
before you went there, you were like, I don't know if
pariah.
if I do this, I'll stand out.
There were a lot of people.
Now it's like we stand out.
In a lot of industries that were like, hey, yeah, remember I was kind of off the grid a couple years ago, and that's what happened. There's way more people. Yeah. But that doesn't make me or Zach seem as cool.
No.
To say everybody else had this album. But anyways, Merry Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
No more? No.
Ryland's just chilling. He's like, whatever.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
I'm laying in the cut. I got a couple
Human
things.
dads.
I got something for Blake that you brought up a couple days ago about not wanting to answer your door because it's either going to be a delivery person or somebody that you don't want to talk to. Yeah, I stand by that. I am here to not only support you, but tell all the DFs, anybody free on the stream, you don't have to have a doorbell. We don't need doorbells, okay?
That's a good point.
We don't need doorbells. My doorbell at my house hasn't worked in over 10 years. Anybody who's coming, I know they're going to be there, and exactly what Blake said. If I don't know they're coming, either they're going to drop off a delivery or I don't want to talk to them. And why should they be able to interrupt the dogs, what's going on in the house, everything with this stupid little button? It's like a kaleidoscope. It's not something we need anymore.
Kind of like on your phone. Do you turn numbers that aren't in your address book? It goes straight to voicemail for me, right?
Yeah.
There's a setting you could do so it doesn't ring. I never hear a ring that is from a telemarketer. I'll see it in voicemail later.
Right.
But that's what you're doing with your door.
Right.
You're just turning off the alerts. There's no alert that there's somebody at the door because you're not going to want that.
Turn off notifications. You got to do it.
I think you've inspired me. I'm ripping out the Ring doorbell when I get home.
Yeah, I did that for 10 years, but then I just got a Ring because I just thought.
And that's the thing. We need some sort of we need a product
alert
from these tech companies where you have the camera, but nobody can press it. There is no indication that if you hit this, you are summoning me to the front.
You don't have the power.
Right. You don't have it.
It's
You're on
perfectly
my
cool
property.
to have a camera.
You can just, but you can also like turn that ring off, right? Or just.
But I don't want
because
them
the Ring doorbell
thinking-
has something you plug in inside so you can hear the ring. Just unplug
That's got to
it.
be off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely like a time when the doorbell rings and there's a part of my house where you can see through windows, and I get nervous. I'm like, I duck, I hit the ground.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
It's
God,
one of
if
the
they
few
see me,
things
they're
that can
gonna
still
stand
make
there.
me
And I'm
nervous.
like, why am I worried about them at my door? But I'm definitely like army crawling around the house trying to avoid these people that I don't know.
I feel like you're in a number 2 stall in high school, and you're like, oh, someone's in here.
You ever stare at them through the other side of the peephole?
No.
Oh yeah,
I don't do that either. Actually,
never did. No, I didn't come with a laundry list of corrections or anything for you guys, but there's one thing I've been sitting on for 5 years, which is it's den of iniquity, not den of inequality. I don't know if anybody's ever said that, but
This is a miss on you. There's no way he doesn't actually know that. I didn't think it would be our own people.
I know.
I just
makes me sad almost.
It does.
Yeah. So we got that.
You've knocked me down. You've knocked yourself down a couple pegs here.
But it's also good on
And
our
you're a
part
back-end
where
driver?
everything people say, like we can screw so much stuff up. We can say shit that like doesn't land and be like, yeah, you're not in on the bit.
Yeah.
You don't know the joke.
Right. Well, that's kind of why I didn't rush to text you the day after it was said the first time. You know, it's like, who cares?
We can edit
It's the
this out,
dumb
Ryan.
zone. Yeah, take it out.
Okay.
if you want.
You
Thank
should.
God you brought it up.
I welcome you
Yeah, he
to.
wanted to sit on it for 5 years.
Yeah. And other than that, appreciate that you guys are getting the word out about Weinberger's.
Oh, yeah.
I've been from a regular there from the time they opened. If anybody needs a consult on the menu, I've had everything at least once. Dan Weinberger offered to name a sandwich after me in 2005, but I didn't have one that was worthy
Too
of the
humble.
wall. So
Too humble.
Have
Yeah.
you had the Pugs and Kelly?
many, many times.
Okay.
Yes. And even they were on terrestrial radio together, I think, when he put that out there. But I think, I don't know what the situation is with them now.
How's the stretch? They don't have a stretch sandwich.
I don't think they do.
Just trying to get us out of here.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Yeah. Spiky Mike, 1993. Down here in FLA with the good hair. Sun is shining, sand in my toes. Ha ha. I'm ready to This is how we do it in the Sunshine State. Ice house in hand, bagel bite on plate. Feeling real faded and I'm fit to bone. Honey, I'm alright. Alicia Silverstone. Minding my own, but know how it goes. You're gonna step up and we'll come to blows. I told you to walk. You don't wanna grapple. I'll peel your cap, read the inside. Like Snapple. Look at you now. Look what you did. Why'd you step up to the Florida kid? I was smoking a blunt and trying to be nice. Now you got a big Bertha in your head. Nick Price! Ha ha ha! Ha! Hope you enjoyed your trip in the sun. Mouse ears bodyboard really sounded fun. Bet you never thought you would meet your maker. Take your ass home, 'cause I'm the spring breaker. Now you're out cold and I did it with ease. I'll tell your mom your last word was please. I ain't done. This ain't how it ends. 'Cause I turn around and I see girlfriend eyeing me up. She wants some of the spike. About to blow her up like a cruise missile strike. But who is that leaning up on the palm? Oh snap, homeboy, you came here with your mom? Ho! Yeah. Hope you enjoyed your trip in the sun. Roller coaster seafood really sounded fun. Bet you never thought you would meet your maker. 'Cause take your ass home, 'cause I'm the spring breaker. Back in my crib, your family and me. Menage a trois with all us three. I ruined your girl and I boofed your mom. Then I ran out back with her CD-ROM. That's the story of 93. Rockin' brand new Swatch and Z Cavarici. I know you bump your head and feeling jealous. 'Cause I'm stabbing every neck except Monica Seles. Ha! Spike shoots first and asks questions after. Labels sign me faster than Clinton signed NAFTA. So why don't you catch a flight back to Wisconsin? 'Cause we running dirty down here. Ben Johnson! Told y'all I